believe it is goobing times. Checks watch. Hold on. I need to check my watch. Let me raise my hand and check my watch. Yep, it's goob time. Hello everyone. Hiya. It's Aya. And look, I put on my nails so I can do this now. Yeah, I have my nails put on. I'm feeling glamorous and pampered. Yeah, I believe it is prime goby time. Yeah. Hello everyone. Hi. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hi. Nail ASMR. I prefer having longer nails for that though. I have short nails on right now because I have to type a lot this week. I've got scripts to write, so I decided to wear some shorter nails so I can actually type without like I can type with long nails too, but I prefer short nails because I can type faster. Yeah. Also, I keep running into VTubers lately. So I was committing some A1 time theft earlier today by actively playing Marvel Rivals during work hours. And so what is with me running into VTubers who follow me on Marbo? Like, y'all just really have blank VT in your name. Then I get curious. Then I look you up on Twitter, then boom, you're following me. So if you were a Cloak and Dagger main that I kept annoying in the backline as Loki, I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. Please don't anti me. I'm so sorry. It's just we had a 3 healer comp, and so I had free reign to go off on the side and flank, so I did. I'm sorry I kept stabbing you in the back. I just thought it was really funny. It's like whenever I play Loki, if they're low in health, I run them down with murder in my eyes. I will get the knife kill. I will. Like Loki, his melee move is a knife stab, and if you stab them from behind, you get bonus damage. And so if I see someone just on a low health, I stop what I'm doing and I make a beeline to run behind them and try to stab them in the back. It's like move, stab. It's like my team will desperately need healing. I'll drop down my healing totems and just run. I need to backstab. I need to backstab now. And so, yeah. But hi everyone. Yeah, nothing personnel, kid. Teleports behind you, stabs you. Yeah, nothing personnel, kid. Nothing personnel. But hi everyone. It's good. I was thinking about my burbies today. I was thinking about my burbies and how stinky they are. Yeah, you know, I have these passing thoughts throughout the day. Sometimes I'm just like, I wonder what the burbs are up to right now, you know? I bet there's probably one burb out there who's currently picking their nose, you know, like that kind of thing. I bet right now, as I'm thinking, there's an Aiadmirer somewhere around the world picking their nose. That's crazy. One of you is picking your nose. One of you is shitting too. One of you is pooping, putting that cloaca to use. Yeah. I crack open my scrying mirror. Like, okay, which one of y'all is shitting or picking your nose? It's gotta be one of you. But hi everyone, happy Monday! Hi. I had burgers. I went out and got burgers with Dad because we have a monthly tradition where we get burgers together once a month. And so today was Burger Day. And so yeah. Today was Burger Day. We stopped by the Burger King. And then we had some coupons in the mail from Costco. And so we used the coupons and got some burgers. I got a Whopper, and so did my dad, and we both got small fry and a drink. Then we just sat at the dinner table and caught up and watched some TV with Mom and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's like a tradition. Once a month we do that. I just got a Whopper. Yeah. Yeah. The trick is I have some like cheese at home, and so I sprinkle on a little mozzarella on top of the warm patty and it melts real good. Hell yeah. You are a small fry. Shit yourself, Cujo. Thank you, and welcome on in, everyone. Welcome on in. Sinister, thank you for the 2 gifted. Vivicore, thank you for the gifted. Cujo, welcome back to the main ship. Good to see you again. Tibbet's happy 6 months. Oh hey, a free super. I'll use it to tell a fun fact. I spent Halloween night of 2008 by saving baby sea turtles from the walking to a busy street. That's crazy, because I think like one of my friends worked in like wildlife conservation, and when they released baby sea turtles onto the beach, they were instructed not to interfere. Like, if the baby turtles get picked off by birds, then that's simply the cycle of life. And so they were told just to open the crates and let them run. And if they get picked off, then that's nature for you, you know? Which is crazy. I don't think I could have done that. I would have been like, fuck off, birds! You know? Yeah. Have you ever seen that one rapper who released released an album called Fuck Birds? And every song is him like saying, fuck parrots, fuck parakeets, fuck crows, fuck pigeons, fuck roosters. Like that kind of thing. It's like every song in the album is him just dissing a random species of birds. Yeah. He released an album just called Fuck Birds, and every title and every song is just him dissing random birds. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the silver. Thank you, Wacky Warrior. Here's some more. I almost died on Christmas Day as a child. Jesus was trying to take you home early. You were Jesus' gift. I learned what anaphylactic shock was. I also had food poisoning last Christmas till noon. Girl, just stop. Girl, stop celebrating Christmas. I'm gonna be honest, Wacky Warrior. I think now is a good time. Now is a very good time to just stop celebrating Christmas. I think this is a sign. Don't celebrate Christmas, actually. You know? I think the universe is trying to tell you something. The universe is telling you don't celebrate Christmas. Okay? If you keep dying around Christmas, I think the universe is trying to give you a message. Okay? Yeah. I would stop celebrating, you know? Yeah. Your real Christmas gift is the gift of survival. Yeah. Santa ain't bringing presents. Santa's bringing death to your doorstep, okay? Wacky Warrior. Oh my, you're like in Final Destination, but death only finds you during Christmas. Crazy. It's so nice for death to be so patient and wait exactly only on Christmas. Crazy. Yeah. Excuse me, I burped. Mr. Unrolling, thank you for the 16 months. My lore is I was almost born French because my parents left France when I was about to come out almost. Thank God. That's crazy. Was your mom like in labor on the plane or something? Crazy. Oh, Lost Cosmonaut, happy 6 months. Good to see you again. Back in high school, I joked about using Monster Reborn during a drunk driving PSA and got caught up by the organization itself. That is crazy. That is crazy. What? Okay. That's insane. That being acknowledged, that's insane. Bro got perceived. Bro got perceived. Insane work. Okay, but so today's stream, we are going to discuss lore. Okay, there's a meme floating around where people share lore, and so I'm genuinely curious about the hidden Aiadmirer lore. I know that y'all come from very interesting backgrounds, and so I was always curious about your deep lore. Only how much you're comfortable sharing, of course. Yeah, only if you're comfortable sharing. Of course. You know? Yeah, and maybe nothing too, like, doxy or anything like that. Yeah, be careful. Yeah. Oh, so thank you for the 6 months and 16 months, Mr. Van Walden and Lost Cosmonaut. Thank you. Oh, wait, hold on. Back when I was still in the army, we were doing our first bivouac. I don't know what that is. On boot camp. After a full day of navigational training, we mounted our tents near a circle of trees and lied down for the night. Since we were doing 1-hour buddy shifts, the time passed pretty slowly. But since everyone was near each other, the ones on watch duty could talk to each other quietly, so we all did. Time went on, and it was reaching the end of my shift. The dude I was talking with dropped the "I need to go to the bathroom" bombshell, and since we couldn't leave camp, camp alone. I went with him. After a good 5 or 6 minutes, I do not know what went through my mind while we were traveling to the piss zone TM, but I spotted a nicely shaped rock. I kicked the rock. The rock moaned. It wasn't a rock, it was our company's lieutenant's head. Oh my god! After a few seconds of realization, in dread, I didn't even bother telling the other dude that what I kicked, because I'm pretty sure he also noticed what happened and ran away to the piss zone. We carefully made our way back to camp, and we were lucky that no piss lieutenant ever came to check who knocked his noggin while he was eating, and thankfully nothing ever came out of that. That's crazy. Brother, that's assault. Brother, that is assault? Brother in Christ, that is a crime. Oh my god. Oh my god, insane. Crazy, what the hell? What the hell? PJ Lummy, thank you for the super. I actually worked as a translator of Portuguese and Espanol for 2 indie games. I recommend them, but let's say they're not say so. Slay. Work is work, bestie. That is insane. What the hell? Thank you for the orange soup in the woods. Thank you. I need sleep, so here's mine. As a teenager, I seriously thought about moving to my grandpa's country to become a doctor. My awful Spanish stopped me. I regret not going now that I'm adult. Gold star if you can guess the country. Norway! Yeah. You see, I thought about becoming a doctor, but then every child like me dreams of becoming a doctor, but that's mostly for parental acceptance. Thank you in the woods. I love your kitty cat. Harley, thank you for the sopa. Goby, did you know that there's a Microsoft World Championship? I know there's an Excel. Championship, which is crazy. Which you can catch on August 2nd only on ESPN 8 The Ocho. That's still crazy to me. There's literally an Excel championship. Insane. There's literally an Excel championship. Yeah, I think about that a lot. Yeah, exactly. I think about that a lot. Oh, really? That's crazy, Corgi. Magister, thank you for the chain of soupas. Let me read this. I once spent a lot of money on a bartender mixology course because I wanted to work in the field. Passed with flying colors. After that, I applied to over 60 bars in my home country but never got the job. Believe it or not, the reason was always because I'm physically unattractive. It was always the workers who told me that, never the bosses until the last one. He told me, dude, I'm so sorry to say this, but we a lot of times have women-only nights, and I can't lose customers because they would walk after seeing your face. I still think about it daily. I actually have all 60+ projection letters framed to keep reminding me what I am. I always knew I'm ugly, but damn, bitch, the fuck. Okay, firstly, girl, get rid of those. Girl, get rid of those. I mean, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life or nothing, but girl, get rid of those. That's not doing you any justice. If those are just causing you to beat yourself down, I would not I would not keep those around, okay? Yeah. I would not keep those around, okay? So, yeah, get rid of those. First and foremost. Secondly, it's like I don't know much about the bartending scene or nothing like that, but I have known that like your life is different when you're not conventionally attractive. Yeah. Life is different for those who don't fit the like conventional norms of beauty and such things. And so like it's like I was teased quite a bit when I was a wee lassie because I was not physically attractive as a teenager and that kind of thing. And so the thing is, that is why in some cultures, it's actually somewhat normalized to get cosmetic procedures done before you enter the workforce in order to increase your chances of finding work, which is crazy. And I think like there is a bias. People who look a certain kind of way do have, like, it's the halo effect, you know? If you look a certain kind of way, they assume you're smarter, you're better groomed, etc., etc. And so I don't know much about the bartending industry, but I wouldn't doubt it if they were also suffering from the same standards. Yeah. Bubba Bully, thank you for the sopa. Some lore is that I never fully broken a bone, but I've broken or ruptured almost every organ. I'm convinced I can't die. Literally God's favorite soldier. Crazy. Crazy. Oh my god. Crazy. How are you still alive? Oh my god. You're like those indestructible like rubber like toys. It's like, you know those like stretchy guys? It's like these rubber toys that can stretch a million ways and they'll never break. Yeah, that's you. That's crazy. That's crazy. I tried to go to the hospital for an infection. No pain. I forgot I missed a field trip. Oh my god. Honestly, I would cry for missing a field trip too. Those are the only reasons for living back in school. Oh, exactly. I know, exactly. It's like people think you look good and therefore it's the halo effect. Yeah, at the risk of sounding like a Redditor, it's like pretty privilege is a thing. It is a thing. As someone who's been... Yeah, Stretch Armstrong, yeah. It's like, as someone who's been on both ends of the spectrum, it's like... it's like... ever since I got my shit together, and I'm like conventionally attractive now, people treat me so much nicer. So much... It's actually kind of scary. People treat me so much nicer. It's like, back in the day, they thought... So, the humor back in the day was like... It's like... it's just different. It's... I'm no longer the butt of every joke and that kind of thing. It's crazy. It's crazy. I wouldn't say that, Jill. I happen to be conventionally attractive now. I happen to suit the current beauty standards. And so, like, I get to reap the benefits of that kind of thing. But, like, I wasn't before. And it's genuinely scary how people change up on you. It's not only that, but even people within your friend group. It's like, glowing up is great until you realize it affects people in and out of your social circle. It's like, I remember one of my former friends cut off ties with me because... because she thought that I became someone who was extremely superficial and shallow. And it bugged me for a while. I was like, wow, am I really superficial and shallow now? Nope, I didn't change at all, actually. I just got my shit together, you know? And so it's like, yeah, now you're putting in all this effort. It's like trying to look good for guys and that kind of thing. I'm like, I do my makeup and I paint my nails. What is the difference? You know? And so, like, it's like, I also hate this narrative, like, oh, you only look good because you want to please the opposite sex. Get this, I have no preference. B, I have no bitches. C, have you heard of just looking nice for the sake of looking nice? I put on these press-on nails. I only go to the office. No one's gonna see these nails. It just makes me feel nice. I like it. I like the tippy taps when I type and when I text. That's literally it. And so, like, I don't know. That kind of mentality bugs me. People treat you a lot different. Yeah. People in and out of your circle can treat you different, and it's uncomfortable. Yeah. Phantom, thank you for the silpa. Don't know if this counts as lore, but I have a DVD/Blu-ray collection that on last count total over 3,000 individual titles. That was 5 years ago. That's impressive, though. You should go on TLC. You should go on TLC for that. Sorry to clear my... If I ever have awkward mutes or awkward pauses, I'm usually clearing my throat or coughing, pardon me. I'm really flummy, allergies. Muse, thank you for the super. I used to take bits of papers while studying and eat it out of habit during high school. I used to eat glue. I'm not really any different. As a kid. Oh, that's in high school? Oh, never mind. I was eating glue in elementary school. Oh. Crazy. In high school, it's kind of bonkers. Tibbet, thank you for the super. I once provided the VHS for the class to watch. I once brought in holy relics to show and tell. So let me give you some context. Wait, let me give you context. So here's some Catholic lore, okay? Let me tell you some Catholic lore, okay? Some Catholic deep lore. Okay, so a relic is essentially something that is holy, usually a piece of remains that belong to a saint or a canonized saint. And so there's first class, second class, third class relics. First class means it's actually from the saint, like either a body part, a bone, piece of hair, like physically of their body. Second class is a relic that they touched, right? So not the person themselves, but something the person touched. So like let's say they blessed a rock. That rock is a second class relic. A third class relic would be something that rock touched. So like another like layer of separation. Now, in this household, we actually do have a first class relic. We have a series of bones from several Vietnamese saints. And for show and tell, at school, I was like, well, you know what? Fuck all these kids. I'm gonna blow them away with these first class relics. And so I brought this precious family heirloom dating back hundreds of years to my fuck ass elementary school. Like, hey guys, my show and tell is dead people. I mean, upon further thought, that's metal as fuck. It's cool as fuck, actually. Because people brought in like, oh yeah, I brought like a toy, or I brought in a painting, or I brought in like a sculpture, or like I think someone brought in a frying pan once. I brought in first class blessed holy relics. I brought Jesus. I brought the light of Christ in this school. And so oh, I see you brought your favorite toy. I brought the light of Christ, actually. It's low-key a power move. Low-key a power move, though. Yeah, what if I brought in the Shroud of Turin? It would have been crazy. Yeah, Catholics are out here aura farming, honestly. It's even funnier because these bones are taken from the skulls of saints, which is crazy. Oh, Rainem, welcome back. Happy 7 months. When I was in elementary school, part of a project, I essentially wrote a self-insert isekai story tied to Monster Hunter Tri. Then later burned it. Slay. No, I wrote fanfic in school. It's fine. You're fine. I split my scalp at the age of 7. Seeing my back drenched in blood killed my panic responsibly. That's crazy. Insane. I see my... Yeah, maybe that was it. Yeah. Crazy. What I come into? Nothing! I'm just saying that for show and tell when I was in elementary school, I brought religious relics. Because I thought it'd be cool. So, while little Timmy brought in his fucking Optimus Prime action figure, I brought in the light of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So I was automatically the coolest person at school, just saying. It didn't stop the bullying, but I was definitely cool that day. Sinister, thank you for the super. Aya flexing on her classmates to the bones of Saint is such a giga chat. Oh, I see you brought your Optimus Prime action figure. I brought the light of Christ, motherfucker. I was Catholic aura maxi. No, as a kid, I ate Play-Doh, I ate glue, I said swear words in my head thinking that God could hear me. Then I brought religious relics to class. What did you do? Just saying. Okay. Crazy. Crazy. Now I kind of see why I was bullied. J-Rod, thank you for the super. I was an event coordinator for a Catholic organization in my town, and the first big event I helped plan, 3 attendees got possessed on the same night and would call on a local priest at 12 a.m. That's crazy. Typically, I don't know if that's grounds for an exorcism. Well, it depends on your denomination, but at least in the Catholic denomination, you actually have to go all the way up to the Vatican for approval for an exorcism, because you can't just bring some rando priest. I mean, not to say that a priest can't do it or whatever, but like at least according to the catechism, according to the doctrine, you have to get approval from the Vatican first before you perform an exorcism, because it is very high stakes, right? It's very fascinating. I've listened to audio tapes. So here's where it was really cool. So a little lore drop here. I went to a school run by nuns in high school, and I turned out surprisingly normal. And also, mind you, my high school experience was great. I went to an all-girls school run by nuns. and the nuns were all really fucking chill. Like for example, we didn't have to ask to use the bathroom. We just left to not disrupt the class. And because we're all like girls and we all had like, you know, periods and stuff like that, if we had to take care of like, you know, personal hygiene, that kind of thing, we were allowed to. And there's baskets of feminine hygiene products available for free in all the bathrooms, even the men's bathrooms, all of them. They're just all over the place, just in case someone needs them. I think we did have some male staff, but a good 80% of our student body was like mostly like female staff and nuns and that kind of thing. And it was really cool. And not only that, despite it being a religious school, actually a lot of teachers were non-religious, funny enough. And so like when things came to like receiving the Eucharist in during Mass, they would just sit down and stay in the back and that kind of just kind of quietly sit there and that kind of thing. It was a very relaxed, very chill school. And not only that, our headmaster, her hobbies were skeet shooting and skydiving. Like skydiving, she would get up on planes to get closer to God than jump off the plane. Like she was crazy. And she was like a meme to us. So we would print merch of our headmaster. We had buttons, t-shirts, pins of just sister. Let's call her sister M. Yeah, Sister M. We'd have like fan-made merch of her. We adored our headmaster. And so, little funny lore. I went to an all-girls school and it was actually really nice. The girls were all really chill. Like we weren't all kumbaya best friends, but we'd all look out for each other, you know. I was never teased by any of the girls in my school. Yeah, and so they're really chill. But anyhow, that's crazy, J-Rod. Thank you for the super. Marsh, happy 21 months. Good to see you again. Also, Baron, how the fuck are you alive? Happy 21 months, Marsh. Mwah! Marsh lore. One time I got put in cuffs in Venice Beach for smoking in front of cops, and someone finally filmed me for a documentary while I was in cuffs. Icon. That's kind of icon status, though. That's kind of icon status. The only known footage of Marsh is her in handcuffs. It's kind of cunt, though. It's kind of cunt. It's kind of cunty. The only known public footage of you is you in handcuffs, and it's kind of iconic. That's kind of cunty. $600 dick for Jesus fucking Christ, March. Holy shit. Okay, maybe not so okay, still iconic, but not recommended. Still iconic though. But what the fuck? Paxi, thank you for the super. My lore is that I'm a bastard. My dad was married too, but not my mom. When he got my mom pregnant, then his wife found out about me. Then she had a child with a different man to make it even. They're still married. What the fuck? Bro, you're living in a telenovela. You're living in an actual telenovela. That is crazy. That is crazy. I imagine that your life has like the Bollywood telenovela, like the Bollywood drama, like editing on it. Like whenever, like let's say someone bumps into Paxi at like a coffee shop, they do the crazy editing It's like whoosh, like that kind of thing. They repeat the same shot in different angles, like 8 times in a row. What if is that I like to imagine that's how like Paxi lives their life. You know? Thank you for the soup. Thank you. But yeah, funny enough, my high school experience is actually very normal. Fairly normal. Yeah. And my headmaster is really... Also, guys, get this. We were a nun-run school with an LGBT resource center, which is kind of unheard of, in a sense that, like, they connected you to resources to get help for stuff, like, and, like, not only that, but, like, our school is oddly very, like, very unique in that sense. Yeah, it was very unique. Very interesting. Like, our school was very interesting, very unique in that regard. And not only that, but like, oh yeah, if girls were overwhelmed with period pains, we were allowed to excuse ourselves to a special room in the corner of the library where we just sat down for a little bit, and the nurse would give us like a medication for our pain, or like we also had tea in the library. So our librarian, like rest in peace, he passed away a while ago. He would make tea for the girls, like different kinds of teas, and they all had like stomach easing properties and that kind of thing. And so like he brewed every single morning, every single day without fail. He'd brew a tea for us, and so this big like dispenser full of hot tea that would just be perpetually by his desk. So if you wanted to, you just walk in, grab tea in a little paper cup, and just walk away with it. Yeah. Yeah, it was a very unique school, very unique, very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. And so like it was actually very chill. Everyone got along pretty well. I think the only scandal we had was a girl fell down the stairs and had to go to the hospital because she tripped, but that's literally it. That was the only scandal we ever had. like you know, like fucking Stephanie from grade 9 fell down the stairs in accident over like a loose shoelace or something, you know? Yeah, no, high school's great for me. Yeah, high school was awesome. Yeah, everyone was really chill. We had skirt checks. Like, no, literally, even girls who didn't talk to each other, like, we can, like, hey, can you check my skirt? Because, you know, spotting or leaks and that kind of thing. Like, oh, no, you're good. And now, not only that, we could borrow clothing. Here's the crazy thing. At my school, we were allowed to borrow extra uniforms if we had staining on ours, because sometimes accidents happen, sometimes you start spotting, sometimes it starts early, or just you think it's over but not really. And so we could actually borrow skirts. All we had to do is return it the next day. Isn't that crazy? Like, if we had a little stain or something, they would allow us to borrow skirts. Now, we could not guarantee it would fit you very well, but we could borrow skirts from the school nurse, and then we can wear them over our clothes, and to just cover it up a little bit, and then come back the next day and return it. Yeah. Yeah, it was really neat. It was really cool. Yeah. And then I also took naps in the art room. Me and my art professor, we were really chill, and so she would let me sleep in the art room during lunch breaks. I know, right? And it's crazy because like all the girls I knew from high school end up being very well-adjusted adults. No, fun fact, one of my classmates is actually a CEO of a small candle company now. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, she has like a multi-million-dollar home. Like, she's an actual millionaire. It's she's literally my age, and she's a fucking millionaire. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, funny deep lore there. Yeah, crazy. It's almost like if you're kind to your students, they turn out pretty good in life or something. Yeah, I'm very lucky. My school's great. Yeah. And also, oh, you know what's also cool? The teachers, they use the calendar, right? And so teachers had a general rule of thumb, they don't do more than 1 test per day. So the teachers for all grades and subject, no, for grades at a time, so like for 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, so they would organize their calendars so that girls, we would never have more than 2 tests stacked up in a single day. Yeah, the most we'd have is 2 tests. If there's like a third teacher that had a scheduled test, they'd move it a day before or after so that we don't get overwhelmed. Yeah, it helps manage our stress. I know, right? I know, right? Isn't that crazy cool? That's crazy cool. And like the average scores in our classes were insanely high. The girls performed really well. Like we were rated among the top schools in our state. Yeah, we were really good at that. Yeah. And then I think like this happened after I G-worded from high school, but they actually changed the scheduling system so that instead of 8 classes per day, they'd have I think 6. Then they have like the cycling 2 days. It was really interesting. Yeah. I think, well, mind you, they only implemented that rule, I think, on my last year of high school. It became a permanent thing afterwards, but when I was, like, from 9th to 11th grade, I dealt with the pain of multiple tests in one day, sure, but they started implementing it afterwards when girls started showing, like, signs of stress and have decreasing test scores as a result. So, yeah. Anyhow. But, Brenda, thank you for the super. Small bit of Brenda lore. In elementary to intermediate school, Pirate Eddie Stiffle. Pardon me, had the sniffles. Whenever someone pissed me off, I write them into various stories and have them die. I had a death note. AiaLore. In middle school, I had a death note. Yes, I wrote names into it. Oh my god, like, oh, she like audience crazy. Cause of fucking course I did. It said da. Thank you for the super. I was a little too smart as a kid. Mom asked teacher to lower my public ranking so I don't get bullied. Worked because when she stopped, I lost my friends. Jesus Christ. You know, that's the thing. I was always pretty bad at school. Honestly, I was never particularly a bright kid. I think it's important to know that, like, your performance in school does not connotate and does not denote your actual intelligence. Like, for example, you know that girl I was talking about earlier, the girl who owns her own candle company now, and she's like a multimillionaire? Straight B's and C's. She was by no means a horrible student, but she was not like the best student ever or anything, you know? And it's like I don't, and she's very clever, she's very smart. And so, we're not particularly close. I just know her name, and I remember we had bio together a few times. But like, it's like, she was, straight B and C student. Straight B and C student. And like, she's actually very smart, and now a multi-millionaire, which is crazy, you know? Exactly. Exactly, you don't test a fish in how well it can climb trees. Exactly. Yeah. That's why whenever I was doing teaching, I always try to accommodate for different learning styles. Some students like being taught one way, some like another. It depends on their learning patterns. It's different from person to person, you know? Like for me, you have to explain things to me in like baby mode, otherwise I don't get it, you know? And so, also visuals, I need visuals. That's why chemistry was so hard for me growing up. Biology though, I was a queen at biology. I was so good. Super good. I think like, so we never got participation grades in high school, but I had a 99 in biology. Not because the class was easy. I think the average score in bio was, I think, like an 85. My class bio was pretty hard. But I had such a high score because I just liked it. It was just really fun. Genetics, oh man, I loved learning about genetics. I would love to have been like a geneticist or something. Yeah, I love genetics. It was so cool studying that stuff. Yeah. Thank you, Satsurara. Thank you. Paxi, thank you for the super. And the Catholic, oh! I can't read that one out loud. Paxi, I see that. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that. I don't think I can read that one out loud. Oh, besties. Oh, bestie. I don't think I can read that one out loud. Oh, well, what if he just left the faith or something? It's a little sacrilege-y, so I can't really read it out loud. It's okay, you're fine. It's fine. Shingon is crazy! Paxi, that's worse! Paxi, that's worse! Paxi just can't say that! Oh my god, Paxi! Bro, you can't just say it like actually, brother in Christ, that is worse. Brother in Christ, you can't just say that. Thank you for the super. Anyways, Ashros, thank you for the super. Do it, my lord. Due to genetic condition, I was born with hip dysplasia. I learned to walk with my hips out of socket. Then got a fix on it. Relearned how to walk my leg bone action hips out. That's interesting. If you don't mind me asking, Astros, how long did it take to learn how to walk both times? Yeah, because like I had to care for like a few relatives with broken hips before, and like rehabbing them into walking again is so difficult. It takes such a long time. I mean, I suppose that it depends from person to person, but I can only imagine how difficult that is. That's incredible, Astros. Twice? Learning how to walk twice is crazy. That's impressive. Congratulations, though, Astros. That's very impressive. Damn, I'm out here falling downstairs with perfectly functional legs. Damn. Yeah, crazy. Crazy. Insane work, actually. And thank you for the Super Gabriel. I used to go to church camp every year as a kid. One day, while playing as a pirate, I stole a random bunch of keys from a windowsill and buried it as my treasure. Much later, the friars called my mom. They found the keys after searching for years. They called it a miracle because they had no idea how that bunch got underground. I was by their side, listening to it all, trying my best not to be so. Oh my god, that is funny. You literally stole. That's funny. That is funny. I see, Astros. Oh, I see. You were young. The actual buried treasure is crazy, Gabriel. Actually insane. Thank you for this. Thank you for sharing. Also, who the fuck stores keys by a windowsill? Who does that? Oh, by the way, a little pro tip. Don't store your keys close to your door. Like your car keys. Because I think thieves can do a thing where, like, they have this device. Like, if you have, like a wireless key fob you use to unlock your door, apparently robbers and thieves and bad guys can, like, do a thing. Like, they can steal something. Like, if you have your keys by your door, they can shoot this funny little beam at it or some shit and steal the ability to unlock your car or something like that and run off with it. And so I just keep my keys in my purse in my room. Yeah, I don't know how that works, like, scientifics-wise, because I'm a little oopid. But, like, apparently it's a thing. Yeah. Yeah, they can have, like, a frequency or something. Yeah. They're key repeaters? That's what they're called? Yeah. Yeah, I heard it happening to people across the states or something. I don't know how frequent that is, but I got paranoid. And to be fair, I always leave with the same purse to go to work anyway, so I just keep my keys in there. Yeah, I keep mine in my purse. No keys, shut up, stop, no keys, stop. Kujo, thank you for the 31 months, good to see you again. When I was little, my parents bought throw pillows with tassels lining the edges. I ate every single tassel with all my teeth and then swallowed. And stupid lore drop. What the fuck? Can I ask you a genuine question? How old were you? How old were you? I need to know. How old were you when this happened? How old were you? I need to know. I need to know. How old were you when this happened? Please don't tell me you're in fucking high school eating tassels. Oh my god. My tummy. Oh, my tummy hurts. My tummy hurts. Oh my god. Kujo, I need the answer. How old were you? This is a genuine question. Oh my god. Shut up, Josh. Why isn't Cujo answering? This is happening. Cujo, was it yesterday? Cujo, was it yesterday? Cujo. Cujo. Was it yesterday? Was this very recent? Was this really recent? Cujo. Was this recent? Was this yesterday? I was like, okay, you're like 3. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Girl, Cujo, why are you eating everything but food? Cujo, why are you eating everything but food? What is wrong with you? Oh my god, you know how like... Okay, I mean this in the kindest way possible. I don't mean to dehumanize or demean you. You know how puppies will teeth on things? You know how puppies like eat random, like will eat like couches? That's Cujo. Cujo is just like a small Bichon Friche biting things in the house. You know, I mean this in the most non-degrading way possible. You know how puppies do. You know how puppies just eat furniture? You know? In the most respectful way possible. Is that what puppies do? Thank you, Cujo. I hate that. That's the worst one I've read today. Okay. Alavi, thank you for the super. My lords, I gooned Dazai and Chuya twice a night. I really can't be mad at you. They are fine, so fair enough. Fair game. Fair play. Fair play. Thank you. Thank you for the super, Labby. Thank you for the super, Astros. Little bonus lore. Because I was behind as far as learning to walk, my parents say I learned to talk way earlier than most babies to try to make up for it. Wait, when did you start talking then? I'm curious. When did you start talking? And to be fair, I was a late bloomer for everything. Like, I think I didn't start babbling or talking a whole lot until like almost 3. Yeah. Like, it was alarmingly late. Thank you, Astros. Thank you, thank you. Reese Pieces, thank you for the silpa. Lore, during a class trip, a random girl called one of my friends cute out of the blue. My friend group was trying to get said friend to ask her for her number when suddenly I got up and got her number for him. It was still unusual of me. Within a day, every my grade knew what I did. Huh. That's kind of a Chad move, though. Kind of a Chad move. Like, getting someone's number? That's kind of a Chad move, though. Damn. Thank you for the super, Reese. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's kind of... Oh, I see, Astros. That's kind of brave, though. Dang, that's kind of brave, though. Damn, I would never. It's like, if I see someone attractive, I find personally attractive, I just run. I just run or something. Thank you for the super, Reese. Thank you, thank you. That's kind of crazy. Gianlummy, thank you for the super. I met the girl who became my first girlfriend at a Motorhead concert by accidentally elbowing her head. In my defense, who could reasonably expect to encounter a 5'3" skinny girl in a mosh pit? Honestly, I would love to go to like a Rammstein concert, but I think I'd get killed. I'm petite. I'm petite. And my own friends have lost me in malls before. So, I was at Universal, and I got split off very briefly from the other Niji members. I got lost. Okay, it's not that hard to lose me. I'm very petite. Okay? And so, I would love to go to one, but I think I'd die. I'd get trampled, honestly. I'd probably get trampled. I'd probably actually fucking die. Thank you for the super, Steve. In mid-2010s, I was a contractor for iPhone app startups. Lead investor on one app was a musician Aya covered in the musical. Met him on his tour bus. Wait, who was it? Wait, who was it though? Was it from Slipknot? Cut me up and fuck. Wait, that's cool. Wait, which one? Steve, that's cool as fuck. Wait, which which artist was it? I'm curious now. I'm curious. Paxi, thank you for the super. More lore. I'm allergic to shrimp, but I didn't know I was until 16 because my mom always told me to stop being picky when I told her I couldn't breathe. What? Paxi, what the fuck? Paxi, what the fuck? Hama, thank you for the super. During a school trip, we hiked a mountain. At the top, me and the guys got shirtless and pulled a Monster Musume manga and read it together. Nice. How do I respond to that? How do I respond to that, okay? How the fuck am I supposed to respond to that? Okay? Did you like the manga? I don't know. Sure. Okay. I'm glad you had fun. That's nice, sweetie. Thank you for the super. Thank you for the super. Speaking of eating, I swallowed a sandal whistle. What's a sandal whistle? What at? Wait, what at? Wait, be cold? Wait, Steve, which one? Which one? I don't know. Tell me, I'm too stupid. Goby stupid. Goby stupid. You need to tell me. Wait, what wouldn't you do with the... What, you don't do that with the girlies? No, we just eat trail mix and talk about our feelings. Wait. No, I don't get shirtless and read manga with the boys. When I go hiking with the girlies, we eat trail mix and talk about feelings, okay? It's different! Is it a guy thing? Thank you for the super, Miss Munchkins. Hiya, Goop. So, my great-grandpa left me not only plots of land that had been long reclaimed by jungle, but many knives and machetes. I found one when I was cleaning behind my mom's at 12. That's kind of cool, though. Honestly, I would love to have like a knife and sword collection. Because I don't know, I currently don't have one. The only collection I have is like LARP weapons. And I do have a couple of live steel weapons, but I want more. I want like a room full of stuff like that. Yeah. With Justin Bieber? That's crazy, Steve. Wait, was it Ludacris? Ludacris or Justin Bieber? Crazy. But that's crazy, Miss Munchkins. That's cool, though. Emerald, thank you for the super. As a toddler, I cut my older brother's fingers. What? What the fuck? I cut my older brother's finger off with a pair of scissors. He has the finger though and it works. And what the fuck? What the fuck? That is crazy. What the... Guys, Emerald, you have to be in some kind of government watch list. What the fuck? Insane. Insane to casually admit that. Insane. He loves me, though? Well, yeah, because you're in a third in the color of his other fingers. Damn, what the fuck? That's crazy. That's crazy. Huh. That's crazy, though, Steve. What was he like? That's crazy. Vivicore, thank you for the super. One time at church Bible study when I was about 4, I was dragged out of the sanctuary by my dad for whipping after misbehaving. The pastor said I screamed, pray for me. Is that supposed to do? That's crazy. Oh, the sanctuary. That's crazy. So the sanctuary is basically where, so the sanctuary, well, could be at least for, I don't know if it applies to everyone, but for me, the sanctuary is basically kind of like the holding area where we have like the Eucharist before it's blessed at the altar. So like it has all of our incense. It's kind of like basically the starting point of mass, the sanctuary. Like the priest comes out of there, we do the procession out of the sanctuary into the church itself. And so that's what it was. Yeah. And so like I was an altar girl for 4 years, I think. Yeah, I was a senior altar girl, so I handled the incense. So like yeah, I think yeah, we would always start the sanctuary. Yeah. It's basically a fancy storage room plus like point one, like usually the starting point for mass, basically. Yeah. Anyways, thank you, Vivicore. Also, fun fact, You want to know why churches are always cold? Because the priest usually has a lot of layers on, and so that's why the church always runs cold, because the altar servers, the deacon, and the priest, especially if you're a bishop, there's a lot of layers because they have their they have like inner robes, they have the stole, they have everything, and so it's a lot of layers. So that's why churches are always kind of cold. And then also fun fact, one of the altar servers in my team, the priest called up to him, and he was like, he was requesting a cup of water. He was thirsty, and so usually when this happens, we typically try to we try to like subtly do things for the priest. So like if they ask for a cup of water, we try to like, you know, ninja sneak in and out of church to grab the cup of water. So what happened was he was like, oh, okay, I'll get the cup of water. So he quietly sneaks away, comes back with a tiny little Dixie cup of water, straight up trips on the steps back up to the front of the church and spills water everywhere and knocks over a candle. and it was crazy because it went from utter silence to just like the metal pipe like falling sound effect. It was so fucking loud. And I was like, oh shit, oh no. And so the priest was like, oh my god, are you okay? It was crazy. It's like, and the worst part, the steps, stone. The steps are stone. And so luckily he was okay, but he got this nasty, this horrible bruise because he slipped and he landed like on his like a chest area. He broke his fall with his arms, but like his arms that were like in like cushioning his chest area, he got these two massive green bruises on his forearms, ginormous. Like for a while he had to actually be away. He had to skip altar service the next week because his elbows couldn't bend properly from swelling. Yeah. Yeah, because like his forearms were so badly bruised he couldn't bend them anymore because it hurt all the way down to his elbow, and so he couldn't lift to carry the candles or the cross or anything like that, or to carry up the Eucharist shit and that kind of thing. And so he took a week off. So poor guy, he was like, I think he was like 14, so he was like barely a teenager. He was tiny. He was a really short guy. Poor guy, he got messed up. Yeah. Yeah, poor guy. He was a good sport about it, though. He was a really good sport about it. He was like, oh, by the grace of God, I didn't break my face, so, like, we're all good. But it was just from complete silence to just clanging because a bunch of shit got knocked over. It was crazy. And luckily, he was fine and nothing broke. Nothing broke. Neither bones nor like, candles nor nothing. Yeah, a little bit of water on a priest's robe is fine. Thank you for the super clairvoyant. I'm, intersex. Oh, just like in... Sorry. I recently watched Conclave. And bro, what a fun story. Conclave is such a fun story. And puberty was hell. Imagine getting tatas and facial hair, but also you're 5'10" in middle school and you're foot taller than everyone else. Can't even hide. I can imagine. I know that it's like a spectrum where for some people it like puberty is one way, for others it's different. Like, it's depending on who you are, intersexuality and puberty can very much vary. Some people, I think I've read online, apparently some people don't even know that they are as such until like they go under like a full like a biopsy, I guess. Yeah, apparently some people don't even know. Some people don't even find out until way later, which is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, guys, watch Conclave. It's really good. Also, I'm just biased. I love Ralph Fiennes. He's one of my favorite actors. Yeah, I mean, I don't even like Harry Potter, but he was good as he's made to be a villain. He's made to be a villain. Okay. Yeah, he's so cool. He's so cool. Also, he's a theater actor, isn't he? Yeah, but he's so fucking cool. I loved him as Voldemort. He was really good in Conclave. And also, like, he was also a really good, he was good in Schindler's List, too. What was his character's name? Amon Goth, I think? Yeah. Insane performance. That guy can act. He's crazy cool. Yeah. Thank you, Clairvoyant. Thank you. Let me see. Mr. Sinister, thank you for the silp. But when I was in Boy Scouts... Hey, I was in Girl Scouts! Hey! Yeah, I was in Girl Scouts for a while. We're twinning. And my dad was an Eagle Scout too. My scout mates and I went to the Florida Keys and crewed a small boat for a whole week. The captain helped teach us how to operate the boat and we snorkel for me too. Oh, that's fun! Oh, that's delightful. That's fun! Ah! Senior citizen bitch, Bubba Booey the fuck. Fuck you, Bubba Booey. Eat shit and live. Eat shit and live, Bubba Booey! That's fun! I was like, oh, crazy, Sinister! Crazy! Yeah! No, my brother skipped on Boy Scouts, but I did Girl Scouts for a while. I had a lot of badges. I had lots of artsy, crafty badges. Thank you for the Silpa, Sinister. That's crazy. We're matching. Ashros, thank you for the Silpa. Due to surgeries, I also have titanium rods and screws all the way down my spine. I look like a big centipede. I only set off airport security once, though. Oh, yeah! I had jaw reconstruction surgery a long time ago. Yeah. Actually, fun... Another lore fact, I suppose. I recently came to realize that Sens, the independent VTuber, he's the ice demon guy. Like, he's an ice demon VTuber. And I think we follow each other. I think, yeah, we've been following each other since debut. And I saw on the timeline that he was undergoing like some kind of jaw surgery. And so I looked into his posts. We had the exact same surgery. It's not a coincidence. Like y'all. I actually, it's crazy. I have since confirmed we did the exact same surgery, the exact same one. Yeah, because I had a bone deformity that did not allow me to eat properly, and so I would always choke on food. So I think the months leading up to surgery, I was underweight because I could not eat properly. And so, fun fact, we had the same exact surgery. And so I actually have, I think, 6 titanium plates in my jaws. And so my x-rays look... My nieces love my x-rays. My nephews think I'm cyborg. It's really funny. It's like they literally have a picture of my x-rays on their tablets and their iPads. Like, yo, look at Auntie Aya's x-ray. She's like a robot. The kiddos love that. Yeah. Thank you, Ashros. Hama, thank you for the super. More lore. I found out I was bi after my gym bro kissed me while I was holding my pet chicken. Then he dumped me when I wouldn't eat very much. There's so many layers to this. There's so many layers. There's so many layers. What do you... Okay. You found out you're bi after your gym bro kissed you when you had a pet chicken, then dumped you because you wouldn't eat very much. There's so many layers. There's so many layers. What is wrong with you people? Jesus, I'm learning more than I thought necessary. Insane work. Thank you for the sopa. Hi, Bubbly. Thank you for the orange sopa. 2 years ago, I found a lost mole in the middle of a sidewalk. Oh, like an actual animal mole. Poor thing was just going in circles. So I took it to the community garden, wrapped in a leaf like a cabbage roll because I was afraid it would bite me. And I refused to leave it till it buried into the ground. It took hours. Many people walked past me to see me stressing over this mole, and I became known as in the neighborhood as the mole lady. That's crazy. Oh, moles are cute. Moles are really cute though. Oh, wait. Have y'all seen? Have y'all seen Atlantis? There was a character named Mole. He's a guy who's like a digging guy. Thank you, Bubbly. That's cute. Aww. I have this mental image of you wrapping up. You know, like when you have K barbecue, you have like the lettuce wraps. This is the worst analogy. This is the absolute worst analogy. But you know how like in K barbecue they have like lettuce wraps to wrap your meat in before you eat it? I imagine that's what it looked like. Just Bubbly just walking around. Which is a Cape barbecue lettuce wrap. That is the worst analogy, but that's the mental image that came to mind. Thank you, bubbly. Thank you. Oh, that's cute. That's adorable. So cute. Thank you for the super. Thank you, Nadia. Nadia, lore. My mom could never leave me alone with my younger sister because I would cut her hair and try to feed her pennies as a kid. What is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you people? What is wrong? Okay. So one of y'all lost a relationship because of ranch. One of you ate tassels off pillows and coffee tables. One of you tried to feed your silly pennies. What's wrong with you people? What the fuck is wrong with you people? Why? Why are you feeding people pennies? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That plus just the like little AiaAmareLIVE emote. Oh my god. What is wrong with you people? Like actually. Psychologically. What is wrong with you people? What the fuck is wrong with you people? So I had to spit a loogie. Thank you for the super. What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay. Pardon me. Sorry, I'm really flummy because of my allergies. Spotto, thank you for the super. During the peak of the pandemic, I had a heart attack in the streets. Seriously? Yo, I had a heart attack in the streets. Passerbys called an ambulance for me. The hospitals were so full, COVID patients died waiting for x-rays. The morgue was full. Yeah, we heard about it. Here in the stateside, too, we had like completely full morgues to the point where people had to store bodies outside, which is crazy. I was stuck in the hallway of the ER for roughly 24 hours, surrounded by body bags. Maybe admitted to the hospital. I actually never had COVID. That is crazy. Actually, Sparrow, if you don't mind me asking a morbid question, what does it feel like? Like, what does it feel like to have a heart attack? Like, I'm genuinely... Because you survived it, clearly. But, like, how does it feel to have... Because I think, like, in TV, we always see people, like, clutch their chest and double over. But, like, what does it feel like to have a heart attack? You know? It's not like an aneurysm where you have, like, an instantaneous death like that, you know? I wonder what it's like to, like, feel it coming on, you know? Because, like, you know in Death Note, like, or it's, like, in any TV show, you always see people, like, double, like, the whole theatrics of, like, doubling over. I wonder what the reality is when you actually have a heart attack. Like, what does it feel like? How do you react? You know? I'm really curious about that. If you don't mind answering, that is. I don't know if it's, like, you know, like, too deep in it for you. Excuse me, goodness. Paxi, thank you for the super. Some more. I dumped my first girlfriend because of an anime. 2 years later, my second girlfriend dumped me because of an anime. Second GF is now BFF, though. Paxi, what is going on with your life? Paxi, what is going on? Paxi, do you need a hug? Sudden numbing pain on my left side, just fold over. Oh, that's scary. That's scary. Oh, that's scary. Ooh, heebie-jeebies. Thank you for explaining. Paxi, are you okay? Paxi's biography would be insane. And Paxi, this is not... I'm not telling you to write a biography, but this is a clear sign you need to write one. You need to write a biography, okay? I think that the universe is giving you a very, very obvious sign. Or a documentary! That'd be crazy. Thank you for the super, Paxi. Queen Majura, thank you for the super. When I was a kid, and whenever it was my birthday and I got gifts, I would feel bad that my older brother, 1 year older, didn't get anything. So I would spend some of my birthday money to get him a gift. Oh, that's so sweet. Aww. Queen Majura. Aww. What? That's so sweet. Oh, okay. it's funny because from the way you talk in chat, I can high-key tell that you're a very sweet person. That just seals it for me. Like, okay, this has been like forever then. Okay, you've always been that sweet. Aww. That's so sweet, Queen Majora. What the heck? There's nothing quite like childhood innocence and kindness. That's just adorable. Kids are always so genuine and that kind of thing. Oh, kids don't lie. Kids don't fuck around, you know? And so seeing kids be genuinely kind to each other is just so heartwarming and wonderful, isn't it? And that's why, like, I liked teaching for a while. And as corny as it was, so... as corny as it was, I used to teach at an underprivileged school, right? And so it would purposely take in kids from lower income families and that kind of thing. And we'd feed them and we'd hold on to them after school hours so that their parents could take time from their jobs to pick them up after they're done working. And it wasn't easy. Not all kids were delightful. Some kids were ornery. But like, as corny as it sounds, seeing good kids be good and do good, it makes you feel good, you know? And so like, something as simple as like, it's like I remember I bought fresh chalk for the entire class because they ran out, because, you know, you use up a lot of chalk, right? It literally grinds to dust. And so I bought new boxes of chalk and I just didn't really think anything of it. I just refilled the chalk thing without saying anything, and no one noticed until a teacher pointed out, like, and so when the lessons for the day started, one of the teachers went, "Oh, by the way, Miss Aya went ahead and bought everyone new chalks. Please say thank you to Miss Aya." Like, "Oh no, it's okay. It was on sale, blah blah," that kind of thing. And then the teacher went into like a whole spiel about how we should be grateful for what little things we have and that kind of thing and blah blah blah. And I remember those girls during lunchtime, no, during recess. There was some girls playing with the chalk, like they're drawing on the concrete, and they started fighting over some colors. Like they both wanted the pink one, but you know the one wouldn't relent. And so another girl chimes in. She breaks up the fight. She goes, "Guys, Miss Aya didn't buy us chalk so we can fight over it. Learn to share." And that was so pure and so wonderful. I was like, "Oh my god, oh that's precious. Oh that feels right. That feels so correct. That feels nice." Yeah, she just breaks them up, going, "Hey, she didn't buy us chalk just so we can fight over it." And I was like, "Oh my heart, ah, that's so precious." Just seeing kids like be good kids is just so wonderful, isn't it? It warms the cockles of your heart, you know? Yeah, it was adorable, absolutely adorable. And Kyle Stars, thank you for the Silba. When I was a kid, we used fire for a lot of the heating, lighting, and cooking. And some winters, there was snow up to my face. Oh yeah, that's right. You're in Sweden. Yeah, Ike would tell me a bit about that. Yeah, I remember he and I talked about it before, because I'm from the south. We don't get snow. And like, the way our houses are, our houses are built with insulation to like let heat out, so we don't get particularly too hot during the summers and that kind of thing. But Swedish houses are built completely different because of the climate. It's crazy, yeah. It's crazy. I've heard a bit about that in Kylosaurus. Spado, thank you for the Silpa. Oh, sorry, I read that one already. But thank you for sharing, Spado. Thank you. Magic Sword King, thank you for the Silpa. Thank you. Oh, my alerts were off. What the hell? Sorry about that. Happy 21 months. I have 1 nut and 2 moms, a theoretical maximum of 4 moms. Bro, you can't just say that and not clarify. Girl, what? Girl, what? Wait. I'm gonna need some clarification. What happened? I'm gonna need some clarification, MSK. Bestie, I need some backstory. I need some backstory. What the fuck do you mean by that? What do you mean you have 1 nut and 2 moms? Okay, the 1 nut's from Cancer. Oh, congratulations on beating Cancer. Biological son of 2 lesbians, 1 trans. Oh! Y'all need to write bibliographies or biographies or some shit like that. Y'all need to write. Y'all are so fucking interesting. Y'all are so interesting. Huh. Interesting. Congratulations on not dying of cancer. Slay. Huh. That's interesting. You've also met 3 presidents? Crazy. If you when you finally write that book, tag me. I want to see it. Thank you. Wild Bronco, thank you for the silpa. Thank you for the orange silpa. Random lore about me. I went to college in a state where temps get 10 above below 0 in winter. We had no control over our dorm thermostats and it would get too hot for me. So I started sleeping with the window open even during blizzards. That is crazy. That is crazy. What? Actually, fun fact. So, when I was in college, I actually lived in military barracks, well, former military barracks that were supposedly haunted. So, on campus at my school, they had this really good like offer going on to move students into a new housing area. The thing is, it's a former military barracks, so it's not particularly glamorous. There's lots of exposed like plumbing and like pipes running through the ceiling and that kind of thing. So it wasn't like glamorous or particularly comfortable. Like it's concrete floors, concrete walls. It's all gray and white. It's not particularly homey, but it was affordable. And so I saved up some cash and I moved in. And there were reports that it was haunted because apparently someone did the big game end apparently on the 3rd floor, which is my floor. And so, did I hear any things go bump in the night? Sort of. The thing is, we'd hear like tapping and like creaking sounds. But you know what I mentioned about the pipes running through the ceiling and stuff, right? So, it was actually just water pressure and temperature changing, like making the pipes creak. And actually, one day, my my friend across the hall actually had a pipe burst in his room. And so, imagine waking up to wha-ding, and just water spraying all over your shit. So, that was crazy. And so, we actually did not have a thermostat. We had no control over it. And so, when it got too cold in my dorm, I would just take like a cardboard box and cover air vents with it, which is a massive fire hazard, by the way. Not very good for you. But like, I did it anyways because I was anemic. We'd always walk around huddled up in blankets. And I remember one of my friends tripped and like, I think chipped a tooth because she hit her head against the concrete wall. So it was a wild time. So, but thank you, Bronco. Thank you. Wait, 10 above 0. That's like 40 degrees? Because 0 is... No. Yeah, freezing? No. Oh, you're talking about Fahrenheit or Celsius? Because freezing is 32 Fahrenheit, isn't it? Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. Actually, fun fact. My parents lived in Canada for a while because my parents fled their country a long time ago. And and so mom and dad, their first language is Vietnamese, followed by French, right? And so they didn't speak English for a while. And so they first went from Vietnam to Guam, to Paris, to I think Quebec. No, Quebec? Montreal. And so my parents know how to drive in ice. And so years and many years ago in my town, we had a very rare freeze. It does happen on occasion, under like once every 10 years we get a freeze. My parents are so comfortable, like no one was willing to go out of their house to drive in my city because everything's frozen, right? Except my parents. And so my parents just, like, we don't have winter tires, by the way. We don't, at all. And so we were fucking slipping, sliding through the streets. My mom and dad like, yeah, what a wonderful weather. Me and my brother clutching the back of the car like crazy. Mom, Dad, can we stop driving? Can we go back home, please? like mom and dad like laughing and having a good time driving on ice, while me and my brother are clinging for dear life in the back seats. Our eyes are the size of dinner plates. Yeah, mom and dad just rode out the winter roads. They didn't give a shit. We were perfectly fine. But it was like scary as fuck. Thank you for the Sybil Bronco. A creative implode, thank you for the super. Having a heart attack is kind of like having a normal chest pain that gets worse and worse until you realize, oh, I'm gonna die. How do you know that? What the fuck? That's crazy. That's crazy. Vivico, thank you for the super. When I was a toddler, I had a tantrum and busted the back of my head on a windowsill. What is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you guys? What the fuck? Another thank you for the super. My biggest lore is probably when my first ever girlfriend broke up with me a few days after my grandpa died. And not only that, but I found out she cheated on me. I would crash out. I'd have a crash out. Anyhow, I hope you're doing okay though. I give smoochy for you. Mwah! Okay? Okay, Illy. Thank you for the super. Emmer, thank you for the super. I don't know. No! I give you extra kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah. Emerald, thank you for the super. Thank you. More childhood lore. At 4 years old, I was jumping on the bed and launched myself into the wall. I fell unconscious and woke up to my dad holding me in front of a hospital mirror with a bump on my head. Jesus Christ! You see, I never jumped on the bed when I was a kid because we slept on floor mattresses. For a while, we only had mattresses on the floor. We didn't have proper beds for a while, so... thank you for the super emerald. So I guess I spared myself a concussion. Was your head okay? Were you concussed or something? That's dangerous. Thank you for the super emerald. Sinister, thank you for the super. Thank you. When I was at family reunion, I was hanging out with my cousins and having a few drinks before one of them looked scared all of a sudden. I turned around to find a black bear over my shoulder looking dead at me. The scream I scrumped. A black bear? Wait, okay, pardon me. Okay, black bears you have to scare off, right? I think grizzly, you lay still. Black bear, you scare off. Polar bear, you're doomed, isn't it? I forgot what this chain was. Yeah, we don't get that many bears in my area. We get mostly coyotes and like mountain lions, or like bobcats or something. Yeah, if black, you fight. Yeah, you fight back. Yeah, you have to like make yourself look big or something like that. That's scary, guys. That's like okay. When animals do not change over millions of years of evolution, I get scared of them. Because they're already min-maxed. Like, that's why sharks, crocs and alligators, and bears, they scare the shit out of me. Because evolutionary-wise, they have not changed in, like, forever. Like, crocodiles are just dinosaurs. Straight up. Bears have changed a little bit, but, like, since mammals have existed, bears have not really changed. They're kind of like perfect apex predators, which scares the fuck out of me, dude. Bears are terrifying. Yeah, bears are cool as fuck. Cool as fuck, of course. However, like, the fact that they have not changed evolutionary-wise is kind of scary. Literally the perfect apex predator, you know? Yeah. Exactly, Common Kuma, yeah! You'll find humans being mortified of bears since the beginning of time. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they're not, of course, not nearly as old as, like, crocodiles. Crocodiles literally have not changed. Sharks have not changed. It's crazy. The ocean freaks me out, bro. Evolution works wonky down there. God really hit the randomizer on the Sims settings over there. Crazy. Hi, Still. Hi. Yeah, sharks scare me. Crocs, not as bad. Now that I've eaten a crocodile, it's not too bad. No, it's gator. I had fried gator a while back. Yeah. Yeah, sharks are ancient. Literally since primordial soup. Thank you, Sinister. That's scary as fuck, though. That's scary. Yeah, actually, a lot of the stories, like a lot of the alerts from like my neighborhood tend to be like of coyotes wandering into our neighborhoods because of, you know, us taking down their land and shit like that. And so I think there's some neighborhoods in my city that have issues with coyotes because we keep deforesting those areas. And so animals who return to what they think is supposed to be their like territory, now there's houses, you know? And so we've been getting a lot of like reports of like coyotes or like foxes or like wildcats running around and that kind of thing. And so like that's why when I walk Balthazar, like even my neighborhood, we don't get that many coyotes, only on occasion, like during like the very start of spring usually. Summer not too much. Winter never. But like I always have Balthazar in his carrier or in his stroller because it's metal. It has metal wiring on it, and so I can also lift it because it's not very heavy, and I can carry him away if I have to because there's stray dogs, there might be coyotes, who knows, you know? And I always have a taser with me, just in case, just in case. Yeah. I always have like personal protection with me at all times, just in case. Not only because I'm a singular girl who's petite on her own, but there's also like coyotes and wild dogs. Like not wild dogs, but stray dogs. Okay, I'm gonna make a slightly controversial statement, so don't cancel me. I believe that it is up to us as people to responsibly breed and take care of animals. We have the power to change the genetic bloodline of animals, and so I think we have to be responsible, right? Because there's some dogs we fucked over. Pugs, I'm looking at you. And so here's the thing. We in my state, we kind of have an issue with people breeding pit bulls and that kind of thing. Now, my opinion on pit bulls is that I don't think they're inherently evil, but they are historically bred for dogfighting and they're not meant for every family. Okay, that's my general statement. My general stance is that I don't think they should be for every family. Not every family can handle a Rottweiler. Not every family can handle a German Shepherd. Not every family can handle like, you know, like whatever, you know? And so we have an issue with people dumping their dogs, people breeding irresponsibly, and that kind of thing. Lots of careless owners in my state. It's like literally an issue. And so just the other day, I found there was like a news report of I think like several dogs being hit by cars in quick succession because they escaped the house of their breeder, you know? And so it's like, guys, be responsible, you know? Yeah. And so I think like it's just you should be responsible for them. And plus, like, there's been issues of stray dogs, especially pit bulls, like wandering around neighborhoods and that kind of thing. And I'm not saying again that they're all evil or anything, but you can never bet on a large dog. If it was like a stray chihuahua, I'm like, okay, what's it gonna do? Nibble my toes? Like large dogs like Rotties, German Shepherds, Pitties can do some real damage if they happen to be mean dogs. Not every dog is a mean dog, but if they are, they can do some genuine damage, you know? And my fat cat, my lazy ass Garfield stupid ass cat can't do shit. Balthazar has no thoughts. Balthazar thinks of treats. That's it. Balthazar has no sense of survival. Okay? Alright? Alright? Balthazar has no sense of survival. Zero survival instinct. If an evil alien looks Balthazar dead in the eye, Balthazar would just lick his butthole. Honestly. Yeah. Honestly. And so we have an issue with that. And so like it's always kind of like a little sketch to walk my cat sometimes. But my apologies, that's my take. And with that being said, I have friends who own pit bulls and they're delightful dogs. It's just up to the owner. There are some dogs who get absolutely screwed over by their owners. And I just think that I'm gonna be so real. Some people shouldn't have pets. I'm gonna just say it. Some people shouldn't have pets. If you can't handle your animal, you should not have the animal. Okay? Like, for example, I know I don't have the bandwidth to take care of a dog. So I don't have a dog. I have a cat. Cats are much more laid back, much more low maintenance. I believe it is up to the fucking owner. Okay? It is up to the goddamn owner. And also, if you can't handle a pet and you get a pet anyway, fuck you. Like, it's like, I believe you should give your pet a comfortable life, okay? You know? They give you a lifetime of loyalty and love, and the most you can do for them, at least feed them, you know? If you're not gonna be a responsible pet owner and keep your pet safe and happy, don't have a pet. Okay? You need the bandwidth to handle that. It's like, I only let myself have one cat. That's it. One cat at a time. That's it. I have some fish. My fish are perfectly happy too. But it's just, no. You have to earn your pet, honestly. In my humble opinion, you have to earn that pet. Okay? Yeah. Exactly, exactly. And plus, like, especially if you have a dog that can be dangerous. Not that all dogs are dangerous, but that have the potential to. Then you should be able to handle them. Honestly, they should be able to handle them. Like, if you're like, for example, if you are super weak, like physically not very strong, maybe don't have like 100-pound Rottweiler. You know, maybe settle for like a Bichon Friche, something you can handle. You know, it's just I don't think people take those into consideration enough, unfortunately. And irresponsible breeding. Yo, what the fuck do we do to pugs? What the fuck do we do to pugs? Holy shit, those things can't breathe. And also this fucking weird-ass, exotic-looking pit bulls that look like frogs. Girl, that is uncalled for. What the fuck do we do to these poor animals? They didn't deserve that shit. Crazy. Absolutely insane. It's just, ugh. I feel like we should be better with animals. We should be better with those guys, honestly. Yeah, insane. Sorry, wild side tangent. Sorry. I'm not even that much of like an animal lover. I just think it should be reasonable, you know? I think it should be standard to try to provide a healthy, happy life for your pet, you know? Yeah. You know? It's like even now, it's like Gigi passed a while ago. Gigi's my first cat. She was a Maine Coon. I got her when I was in elementary school, and she basically grew up with me, and I love her. And to this day, I have a photo of her in my wallet. Even now, sometimes I lie awake at night, like, stressing. I hope I gave Gigi the best life she could have. You know? It's like, I lie awake at night sometimes. I hope that we put her down when she didn't feel pain. I hope that she felt comfortable when she fell asleep. I hope that she got all the treats she wanted. I hope she was never unhappy with us, and that kind of thing. And so, when I see people being irresponsible with their pets, I get mad. Point blank. I get pissed. I get proper pissed. It's like, I know that I did everything I can to make sure Gigi was a happy, healthy kitty cat. And like, when I see pet owners be stupid with their pets, I'm like, fuck you. Earn your pet. You have to earn the right to have a pet, personally. Okay? Yeah. In my humble opinion, you have to earn your pets. Pets are a privilege, alright? Pets are a privilege. Be good to your animals, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, GMM. You know, G has a special... I mean, I love Balthazar. Balthazar is my fat boy. But, you know, you never forget your first pet, you know? Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, like, I actually sat and Gigi climbed onto my lap. It's like, so, when we selected Gigi, we sat down in a room, and, they basically released a bunch of cats onto us. And, Gigi walked onto my chest and just fell asleep on me, and I was like, oh, she's the one. So, which was a great, foresight into the future, because, she would always sleep on me. She always find like the slot between my boobs and just lay flat on my boobs. And she's a very clingy kitty cat, very sweet girl. Yeah, but now we have Balthazar. He's big, a big boy. Paxi, thank you for the super. Sorry, many side tangents. Sorry about that. Thank you for the super, Paxi. More GF number 2 lore. I got her a plushie for her birthday, but we broke up a week before it. My rejection cat plush became the math department mascot. How are you real? How are you real? How are you real? I'm convinced Paxi's not a real person. I don't think you have to be AI. You can't be a real person. The lore runs deep with this one. There's so much stuff to unpack. Thank you, Paxi. Thank you for the silpa. Thank you. How are you real? Like, literally, how are you real? Queen with Jer, thank you for the silpa. Some more lore. My friends and family often tell me and yell me to stop apologizing because I apologize too much for my own good, supposedly. Low-key, I do that too. I apologize a lot because I'd rather over-apologize than come across as rude, you know? I'm mortified of coming across as rude or, like, inappropriate or indecent or something like that, you know? I'm mortified of that. I'd like to avoid it if possible. Understandable. Mundane, thank you for the super. Also, one of my friends clocked me. She was like, because we're friends, because like she's one of the people I play Discord. I mean, I play D&D online with. We actually live in separate states, but she didn't know where I lived, and she was like, "Are you like from the South?" I'm like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" And she's like, "You say pardon. Do non-Southern folk not say pardon? Like, y'all know, like, whenever I clear my phone, I'll like, you, pardon me, like that kind of thing, or like, I beg your pardon, like that kind of thing. I mean, I say sorry too, but I say pardon a lot more often. Is that a Southern thing? I didn't. Is it? I'm pretty sure it's everywhere though, isn't it? I've heard it used by Northerners. Yeah, I've heard it before. Yeah, I've heard of it other. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you guys have noticed it, right? It's like when I burp or sneeze or like I'll like mute and unmute, like, oh, pardon me, like that kind of thing. Isn't it? It's everywhere, isn't it? It's not that Southern. Maybe y'all are gaslighting me. I don't know. This is good manners. It's a good manners thing, you know? Yeah, I see pardon a lot. I mean, I do say sorry though. I say both. I'm bisexual for language. Anyways, thank you for the super. Mundane, thank you for the super. When I was a kid, I got locked in the bathroom, and the sink and bathtub began running in front of the bathroom. Spent the next few years never closing the door when I used the bathroom. How does that happen? Did they just start randomly turning on? Like, girl, that's a haunting. No. Mundane, call him an exorcist. I'll get it approved by the Vatican. Here, I'm literally the Pope. I approve the exorcism. Honey, if your faucets start running, that's called getting haunted. That's called getting haunted. Have you considered Jesus as a solution? What the fuck? Why'd he turn on? That's called being haunted. That's some shit from like from The Conjuring or some shit. What the hell? Hi, Isabel. Hi. That's crazy. Insane. What the fuck? Thank you, Mundane. Jesse, thank you for the super. I got 3 I can remember. A dog we used to have ran to and broke my leg. Oh yeah, when dogs have the zoomies, they can go fast. My grandpa occasionally accidentally bumped me into me with his car, and I did the cartoon rake thing to myself as a kid. Not the Tom and Jerry skit. Not the rubber hose cartoon shit. What the hell? Yeah, call the Church of the Plumber. That's crazy. You actually Looney Tunes yourself. Your ass got Looney Tunes. That's insane. Thank you, Jesse. Ashstorm, thank you for the silpa. Thank you. I always had sleep issues, but it got so bad in early high school, I was having waves of fatigue that left me unable to function and was unable to move when waking up. Not sleep paralysis. My muscles were so tired I couldn't move them. I was super nonchalant about it, so my parents didn't realize until they saw me unable to move. Turns out I wasn't getting REM sleep on my meds. That's crazy. Does such a condition have a name? Ashstorm? Does such a condition have a name? Huh. Because I know that sleep disorders can work in many flavors. I never heard of that before. That's unique. Not getting REM sleep? Like, did you not get REM sleep your entire life or something up until that point? Huh. That's fast. Well, firstly, that's terrible. Secondly, that's fascinating. Yeah, never call it. Huh. No, they never called back? Huh. Interesting. Wow. Dumb question. Are you able to sleep now? Like, does the medication allow you to have REM sleep? Does it work now? Huh. Like, I've gone through a sleep study before, and I was told it was just stress. And they were right. It was just stress. Huh. Interesting. I know a lot of factors can go into sleep issues, like stress and stress is one thing, genetics is another. Sometimes you can just get unlucky with your genetics. Also, that being said, guys, a lot of dental health has to do with genetics. I don't know why I had this preconceived notion that it didn't, but I only, like, within the past couple years realized, like, oh, your genetics can have a weird play in, like, your teeth and dental health. For some reason, I didn't know that. For some reason, I wasn't aware, which is weird. Oh, you can say, oh, gotcha, huh? Well, I'm glad it's working for you now, Storm. Folklore, thank you for the Silpa. Well, actually, you're Scholastic. I remember your name, Scholastic. It's the ats. Sorry about that. Thank you for this. Thank you for the orange Silpa. Thank you, thank you. Oh, okay, Evie, I got you. Thank you. Sorry about that. I was taking a shower one morning, and after a few minutes of letting the water run over me, I went to wash myself and looked down to see a big spider crawling up my chest. I learned how high I could scream that day. Oh my god, I would cry. I would actually cry. Oh my god! Did you know? The morning after ILUNA got announced on Twitter, I woke up in bed that morning, and I felt like a tickling thing on my neck, and so I scratched it. I looked at my hand. There's a squash spider. It ruined my entire week. It ruined my entire week. I almost got fucking assassinated by a fucking spider. I hate that. That was the worst thing ever. Thank you, Folklore. Me too. Me too, bestie. Thank you for the Silpa. Ah, hell nah. Hell nah. Oh, that is the worst. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. Thank you for the donation, Envy. Thank you. Have some more. The only reason why I became good at math at the age of 6 is because I was given the VHS to Schoolhouse Rock on multiplication. The songs were so catchy and captivating that I think about the lyrics whenever I do mental math. That's great. That's kind of cute, though. That's cute, Laura and V. Wait, that's really cute, though. Thank you for the donation. And thank you, Scholastic. Goodness, pardon me. Spada, thank you for the Silpa. Since a kid, I have a habit of taking dead or dying butterflies in the streets to the nearest flowers. I like the thought of them just getting stomped on or run by cars. Aww, that's sweet, though. Aww. That's so sweet. Aww. 1 second, I'm looking something up. Oh, that's so cute. Aww. Aww. Actually, on the topic of Envy's donation about the Schoolhouse Rock, so did y'all know? So there's a very old game out there, and let me find how old it is. It is from, oh holy shit, oh god, 1994. So, if you know this game, you qualify for like a senior discount. There's a game called Treasure Math Storm. Treasure Math Storm. I grew up playing that game. Okay? And was I ever good at math? No! No, I never got good at math. But the jingle from the first level lives in my head. It's in my head. Always. Always. I'll have you know, the song plays in my head at least once a week. I am not joking. That tune, the tune of the first level of Treasure Math Storm is in my head at all times. Treasure Math Storm. It's called Treasure Math Storm. Released in 1994. And so, that song, since I was like playing it as a kid, that song is in my head at all times. That's crazy. That's crazy. Treasure Mountain. Yes, I know that one too, Brando. It wasn't as popular as like Math Blaster or like what? There's other math like edutainment games like Freddy Fish, Spy Fox. Not nearly as popular as those ones because it just was more janky and older. But like, it's ancient. It's an old ass game. Thank you, and thank you, Spada. Gianlummy, thank you for the Silpa. I think I told this one before. I never liked football. Are you talking about soccer or American football? Are you talking about soccer? Or football? Which one is it? I'm American, you guys! What do you... I know what you're talking about, Astros. I didn't have that one. My cousins did. Yeah. I had a few friends in the football team and helped them organize events, so they often invite me to a few parties. In one such party of them, some people got really drunk and obnoxious and decided it'd be funny to tease and annoy the foreign student. And that's how I ended up fistfighting the team mascot. You did say that story! I can imagine this bird just throwing hands at this mascot. That's crazy. That's insane. Thank you for the super GM, Lummy. Thank you, thank you. Also, not my lore, but a friend of mine. He went to university with me. He was in my business class. And he wanted to become the Rat King. And so he would hang out near the sewer crates where the rats were on our university campus. He'd bring donuts and feed the rats because he wanted to be the Rat King. And so I remember one day I caught him feeding the rats. There was like 20 rats. 20 rats politely sitting around waiting for donuts. It was insane. Bro was trying to find Master Splinter down there. It was insane. Bro was actually the Rat King. Yeah, Proto-Dog! Proto-Dog is crazy. RT, no, not that, no. Also, I'll have you guys know, this is the same friend who later went on to get deployed in Somalia. He's a quirky one. He's a quirky one. Yeah, he later joined the military and went to Somalia. So, well, all right. Astros, thank you for the silpa. Once drove with significant other through a blizzard for 2 hours. Holy shit! To find a GameStop to have a copy of an old Rune Factory game. Barely saw the road. Almost dying for Rune Factory. Oh, Rune Factory is a good game though. I hear good things about it. Slay, I guess. Thank you for the super. Jim Lummy, thank you for the super. Sorry for the typo. Had to really. No, it's fine. Don't apologize. Chatsuma, thank you for the super. When I was a baby, my mom took me to the mall to see Santa. Me being a baby, I grabbed Santa's beard and pulled it, causing me to pull out some hair. Normally, mall Santas wear fake beards. Unfortunately, his was real. He winced in pain as my baby hands clutched a few of his hairs. Luckily, I never pulled on Santa's beard again. Rip mall Santa. Chatsuma, the way you phrased that made it sound like you killed the Santa. The way you phrased that made it sound like you fucking killed him. Chatsuma, where are the bodies? Chatsuma, where's the body? His family just wants closure. Mrs. Claus just wants closure. Where's the body? Where's the fucking body, Chatsuma? Chatsuma! Where's the body? Mrs. Claus just needs closure. It's been years. Please. No witnesses. Thank you, Chatsuma. Thank you for the super. The way you phrase it, man, it's like you fucking killed him. Oh my god. Okesuke, thank you for the silpa, lore. We used to have a big dog named Kid, but I never got to bond with him because I was a small child. My parents gave him away because it was too much responsibility. To this day, I still think about it. Aww. You see, that's the thing with Balthazar. So Balthazar, we adopted him from a family because they're moving away and they couldn't take him. And so the family had 3 kids, including a little girl. And I'll be honest, I felt quite strange about it. Because the day we came to pick up Balthazar, I remember it was Ramadan. And so we were actually sitting and the wife, so there's like a husband, a wife, and 3 kids. The wife was super sweet and she made us this delicious like juice while we were sipping and packing up all of Balthazar's things. And I remember the girl was so sad. Like the little girl was so upset. Like the 2 boys seemed to be okay with it because they're moving away and everything. Everything's in boxes and stuff like that. And while we were like sipping our juice and like talking and that kind of thing, I felt quite bad because like the girl was just crying the whole time. I felt so bad, but like And I remember even pulling aside the mom, like, are you sure? And she's like, oh no, like we can't take him with us. We have to leave him here. And I think like it's like we like I don't doubt my family's ability to take care of the cat and everything, but I just felt bad a little bit, you know? But like I hope they can rest easy knowing that Balthazar is in excellent hands. If anything, he's very spoiled. Very, very, very spoiled. We take him on walks. And plus, we have a sunroom. And so like, when I come home from work, Balthazar is just sunbathing. Sunbathing in the sunroom. Oh, by the way, we recently purchased a concrete slab. It's like this 10, 15 pound concrete slab. It's like the size of a keyboard about. And we have it in the sunroom because I read online that cats like to rub against concrete. And Balthazar was a former stray. And so, he loves that thing. We have it on a rug in the corner of the sunroom. And he just rubs all over. He's like, you know, like rolling all over it and that kind of thing, getting his fuzz all over it. He loves that concrete slab. And so, all right. For $7, we made our cat very happy. Return the slab. Yeah, fuck yeah, concrete. Yeah. Thank you, Keske. Mwah! Thank you for the super. Vivico, thank you for the super. I did an armed exposition, military rifle spending basically in high school when training in my yard. A terrier and a German shepherd ran at me. I never dropped a rifle so fast in my life not to be bitten. Oh my god. Why are there so many ex-military Aiadmirers? There's a lot of either current or former military people in here. Very interesting. Hi! I never did military, but I go to the range. Yeah, I go to the range if that counts for anything. Yeah. Yeah, hi, Axe. Hi. Yeah, I've never been to military, but I go to the range. Yeah. I really want to fire a Gatling gun or a harpoon gun. Now where should we share fan art? Twitter's the only place I take it. I'm sorry. I don't have any other social media outside of YouTube and Twitter. Yeah. Sinister, thank you for the super. A random fact: I got second place in a local shooting competition when we had a random girl join our team who happened to be running state champion. Ooh. How'd you do? Did you beat her? You have to have won! You have to win! Think of my pride! 'Cause America? America! Fuck yeah! Burbies of war! Burbies of war! Caca, motherfucker! Caca! It's like that scene from K-pop Demon Hunters where they're like, kill the Saja boys! Caca! I love Zoe. I love her. She's so cute. So I had to touch my dad's cup of coffee. What the fuck? Jesus, what was in that coffee cup, Kamen Kuma? Holy shit. No, he teamed up and got second place. We honestly held her back, Lamau. Oh! Damn, she was skilled. Actually, I recently mentioned this, but did y'all know I'm actually a regional champion in Taekwondo? I'm actually a regional champion for form. Yeah, because during tournaments, you do either sparring or forms. Forms are basically a coordinated set of like moves you do in a very specific way. And fun fact. So here's the thing. So I had a very specific tournament uniform. So I would have my basic school, like my dojo uniform I'd wear to the dojo. But we had to wear these really nice, crisp new uniforms. Not only because it was more to like code, but also they're crisper and they're newer. So they made a very like the wish sound a lot louder. And so it gives the impression that your strikes are stronger. So everyone would iron the fuck out of their uniforms and even use like the spray holder thingy to make it nice and crisp. Because that way, when you make certain moves, it makes more sound and it sounds a lot harder and that kind of thing. And so, not only that, but there's also certain, like, I guess, tournament standards we had to hold up to. So hair always had to be tied back. You cannot have your hair down, okay? Hair always up. If your hair is too short for ponytail, hair clips, okay? Or a headband or something. Additionally, there was like a lot of like little things. Like, for example, the way your belt is tied has to be perfectly uniform on both sides. They actually get points knocked off if you're uneven. Additionally, if your uniform is too long, too short, that kind of thing. Like little like vanity things like that were actually kind of important in tournaments. Additionally, fun fact, it was actually not a good idea to kick above your head. So I was very flexible. I was very flexible. And so I could actually I can still do splits to this day. But I can kick well above my head when I was still in peak competition mode. And they tell you not to do that because technically that's not in the form. And so the trick is you kick to eye level. That's it. Only to eye level. If you're gonna kick high, kick at eye level. The thing is, you can't kick below the waist. So the range of belt to eye is the ideal range to kick. The higher the better, but do not kick above the eye. Additionally, what else? What other niche little things were there? Never look at the judges. If you're doing the form, never look at the judges. Look in the direction of the form. Only turn to the judges when you're done. And when you're saying goodbye to the judges, do not turn your back to them. So it was a lot of like etiquette stuff we had to learn. Yeah, little young Aya had to learn a lot. Nadia, thank you for the silpa. I was a sibling who used to chase my younger sister around the house while wielding a butter knife. Didn't you also try to feed her pennies? Girl, what is wrong with you? Are you on an FBI watch list? Are you... Where are the bodies? Where are the bodies? Where are the bodies? Where? Where are the bodies? Where are the bodies? The families just want closure. Where are the fucking bodies? This is getting ridiculous. Thank you for the sopa. Thank you, thank you. Also, Burbies. Goby is getting a little peckish. And I have some leftover french fries that I've been letting get nice and soggy downstairs. Can I get my fries? I want snacky. Can I get my fries? Yeah, it'll just take a second. Yeah, I'm gonna get my soggy fries. They're nice and soggy woggy. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, BRB, be good Burbies or else. Hi everyone, back. So my dad ate all of them. That's fine. That's fine. My dad. So I literally go downstairs and he's eating the last fry. That's fine. It's okay, Dad. I was like, hey, Dad, where are the fries? He's right there, the last fry in his hand. He's eating it directly out of the... He's literally eating it directly out of the air fryer. He's like... So, like, I put the leftover fries in a container, and my dad very obviously dumped them back into the air fryer to, like, crispy them up a little bit. He's literally standing in the kitchen, eating it directly out of the air fryer. And he's like, oh, you want it? I'm like, it's good. Well, it's fine, it's fine. I'll snack on something else. It's fine, it's fine. Oh, thank you for the super, Jay. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, my life was kind of like Uncharted at one point, minus the parkour and gunfights. I swam over a sunken Roman town in Crete, scuba dived in the Great Barrier Reef, and saw pygmy elephants going down the rivers on Borneo. That's cool! Yo! You're like Indiana Jones! Oh, that's cool! I don't think I could swim over a sunken town. I think my thalassophobia would probably kick in, or my submechanophobia, whatever you want to call it. But, like, I do like light snorkeling. I think... So, as y'all know, I have thalassophobia as well as submechanophobia. Very common phobia. They're super common. But, like, I'm actually okay with snorkeling. As long as I can see the beach and I can see the sand below me, I'm actually pretty okay. I think the deepest water I've ever snorkeled in was 20 feet. Yeah, 20 feet of water. And I was with a lot of other people, and we could still see the shoreline, and we're actually surrounded by sandbars. But that was a long time ago. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Actually, a little bit of Ialore. Thank you for the super. Mwah! Thank you. That's cool. You're like Indiana Jones. Like you're like an adventurer. and so, I was snorkeling with my brother, and we were kind of close to some seaweed. And so, me and my brother, like, it was barely like what, 4 foot water. We can stand in the water. It was not very deep at all. And so, we were approaching this kind of like area with lots of seaweed in it. And so it wasn't particularly deep or too crowded with seaweed, so we were just kind of swimming around it. And we saw a 4 or 5 foot long barracuda. It was huge. Like, I don't know how to describe it. The barracuda was firstly completely still. It just quietly moved, not still, but it just very slowly moved past between us. I guess maybe we're too big to eat or something, but it's like, you know how you have the snorkel, the mouthpiece in? We just start screaming. We start screaming through the mouthpieces. And so, the one thing that really stood out to me about the barracuda was that it's very reflective. I thought it looks like liquid metal, almost. It was like super shiny. It was like pure chrome. Yeah, it was like pure chrome. And like, it literally blinds you as it swims past because it's so bright. Because, again, the water's pretty shallow, so the sun is right above us. And so, as it swam by, it just flashed us with this bright, like reflection off its scales. It was so shiny. And me and my brother are just losing our shit. Yeah. And so, it was crazy cool. I guess I'd assume we're probably both too big to eat at that point, but, like, it was super jarring. And so we told the lifeguard, because there's a lifeguard up there, like, because I know, like, if you see sharks, you should probably say something. Like, we saw a barracuda, and it's fine. I'm like, okay. Yeah, maybe it's disoriented their prey. I don't know. It was alarmingly shiny. It looks like a liquid mercury. It looks like liquid metal, almost. It's so, like, polished looking. Yeah. Yeah. I love that song, by the way. Barracuda. I was thinking about me before the Keys. Ooh, yeah, we're in Florida! How'd you know we're in Florida? Yeah. I think we're in Destin. Yeah, I think we're in Destin. Yeah, it was crazy. I was very thin as a kid. I can't eat too much. I throw up often. My mom forced me to control. I'm fat. Listen! Well, bodies handle calories in different ways, y'all. I think, like, there's a common misconception. Like, I'm quite slim. I can eat. When I'm at a buffet, I'm a monster. But I think a lot of people are under the impression, like in my friend group, that I don't eat a lot. I can't eat a lot. My body works in a specific way. If anything, my metabolism is actually not that strong, as far as I know. Yeah. Ah! Sorry, I got a DM from Dedham Senpai. Oh, of course. Sally. Accept. Ah, gotcha. Aww. Yeah, from ID. Yeah, I love Dedham Senpai. I watch her streams all the time. I don't know if she's still watching, sorry. Started to blur our DMs, but like, and she was like, oh, I'm watching you stream right now. Your lighting looks so nice. How do you do it? And I was like, I can show you. I'll show you right now. Yeah, a lot of members use the same program. It's called Shoost. And so it's like, it's a funny little lighting program. It makes things cozier and like has fancy dancy lighting and stuff. Yeah. Wait, what's a remora? Wait, Billy Joe, what's a remora? What's that called? What kind? Is it a fish? I love ID and interaction. Yeah, I love. I was always a big fan of ID branch or XID, I suppose. Yeah. Well, I think. Well, y'all know this. Reza was my my XID Oshi. Yeah. This one girl, but had to go shopping to pretend to be Power Rangers, but she pretended to be. What the fuck, Silver? Mine's kind of sus. One time, my high school girlfriend and I were sitting on the couch at school. Had my legs slung over her lap and over her lap with a blanket over them because I was wearing a skirt. Well, they thought it'd be. Oh no, how sussy is this? How sussy? How sus is this? a stick-on shark? Oh, like the little suckler guys. Like they suck. Aren't they like kind of parasites? No, they're not parasites, are they? No, don't they eat parasites? I forgot. Oh, I know what those are. Oh, like the ones that hang around those big guys. Oh, I see. Huh. Crazy. Huh, interesting. I never heard of such a... Yeah, they classify as parasites. So, symbiotes? Huh? I hear my son. Give me a second. I hear my fat boy. Oh, it's a fat boy. Hi. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, big baby. Hi, Bubs. Hi, Balthazar. Oh, my big boya. My big boya. Hi, Bubs. Hi. Oh, it's a big belly. Big belly boy. It's my son. My son has arrived. Yes? Yes, baby. He loves it when I have my press-on nails on because I can give him really nice scratches. He's chubby. He's 14 and a half, almost 15 pounds, 14 and a half, something. He lost a little bit of weight, but turns out he just took a big poop. So. Hi. The interesting is that stuff with my skirt teasing me. While we're having a casual conversation with the principal sitting across from us. Oh my god, what the fuck? Teresa, oh my god. Yeah? Yeah. Hi, big boya. Hi, big boya. Big boy belly. Big boy belly. Big boy belly. Hi. Oh, he chubby. Oh, he chubby. He a fat boy. Hi. Hi, Balthazar. How's my chonky boy? Still chonkalicious? He's so chonky. I went to church camp. I had to go to the bathroom. There's a guy went out to the back. And as a guy, we just went out to the back at night, and I fell, and my foot felt weird. But I thought I could sleep it off. Oh, is that like a twisted ankle? Hi, big boy. He's a big boy. Yeah? He's just sitting here now. He just wanted to sit in my lap. One day I woke up, I couldn't move my foot. And put pressure on it. Turns out I sprained my ankle. Ah, I knew it. I knew it. Yeah. Teresa, that was crazy. Insane. Insane. You want out? Okay. Come on. Out. My fat son has left. Okay. Okay. There we go. Yeah. See you later, Balthazar. He my fat boy. He my fat boy. Big fat boy. He's rotund. spherical, circular shaped. Mm-hmm. Do you have any? Oh, well, y'all know the basic deep lore, though. I'm an ex-model. Not oh, well, that sounded horrible. Former model, pardon me. I'm a former model. I did some clothing modeling for some indie brands. I'm a former hand model, same thing, but for jewelry. I've done a couple of, like, indie films for their special effects makeup. I've done, what else? I've done makeup for some movies as well. What else? I did some makeup for, for some for music videos, pardon me. And then, what other weird lore do I have? I have just random tidbits. Yeah. I used to ride bicycles a lot when I was a kid. One day when doing something stupid, I fell and a rock pierced in my chest and unfolded 2 layers of skin I had to get to. That's crazy. Just from a rock? That's crazy. Teresa, oh my god. Oh my goodness. It's like, you know, like... It's like when Punton goes, oh what, it can't be that bad. Oh my goodness! Crazy dial. Absolutely crazy. Oh my goodness! Crazy dial. Crazy. Crazy. I guess my VTuber lore, I've been seeing like the VTuber lore one. And so when it's like, y'all know this one, but I think to outsiders it may come across as really weird. I'm an office lady, first and foremost. I'm simply a hobbyist VTuber who accidentally got into a somewhat one of the largest VTuber companies in the world by sheer chance. I'm an office lady with a degree. I spent 5 years in college studying my field. I'm a tax-paying woman. I'm an adult and everything. I have like my shit sorted together. I'm also a VTuber on fucking accidents. Oopsies. When I submitted my application, I was like, well, I probably won't get in. It'd be cool if I did. Boom. Oh, oopsies. Well, we're in it now. So it's gonna be my weird lore down the line. Well, yeah. Did you know that Auntie Aya used to be a fucking VTuber of all things? I know. No one saw it coming. My parents were thoroughly confused. Like, when I told my parents about it, they were wildly confused. Like, what's VTuber? Like, that kind of thing. You know? Because as far as they know, I'm just a simple office lady. Mm-hmm. Wait. Oh, homemade ramp. That'll do it, Axe. That'll do it. Yeah. P10 and thank you for the super. I broke my arm in my sleep, dreaming of giant bugs. Isn't your profile picture a giant bug? Bestie. 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 Huh? Ah, Silver, that's insane. I'm in 2 bands. Oh, really? Oh! Bands, interesting. Huh. I mean, it's just the weirdest auntie lore. Mm-hmm. Yeah. My ID is my Chinese nickname. Speaking of funny ways, some people say it young, but it's only yang. Oh, oopsies. Eto, different buggies. No, all buggies are bad buggies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm curious. After you finish being a VTuber, would you ever show your nephews and nieces your videos? Nah. Nah. I mean, I won't stop them or anything, but I'd rather just... If they find it, they find it. If not, then, Yeah. That's it, you know? If they find it, they find it, but if not, I'm not gonna make an... I'm not gonna make an active effort to show them or anything. Mm-hmm. That's if they find it. When I was around 7, I got stung by a scorpion and didn't tell anyone until 30 minutes after my finish on them. What the fuck? People would know I got stung by a scorpion from my blood-curdling screams. Young Edoch lore. When I was younger, I had these pretty bad fits of rage that I didn't know come from where. And during one of them, I apparently jumped a kid and grabbed a colored pencil and scratched his chest. Luckily it wasn't sharp. He's doing alright now, but yeah, it happened. We're still friends. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Oh yeah. Yeah. And so another piece of goofy ass lore. Well, not goofy or fun lore, but how do I say this without it being too weird? So I went on a couple of dates. I never really went anywhere in college, to be honest, because I was so busy. But I was on a date with this guy, and because we went to econ together, and he asked me out for coffee, and I was like, okay, fine. And so he asked me how old I was. Now at this point, I was a junior in college, my 3rd year in, and and so I recall talking to him, and he seemed normal enough, and he was like, I think halfway into the date, he goes like, oh, hey, by the way, I never asked you your age. And, because it just never came up. I was like, oh, well, I'm beep years old. And he's like, oh, you look a lot younger. You know, I prefer it when they look a lot younger. I was like, oh, haha. And I just assumed he was making a joke because, you know, typically girls like me look a lot younger than their actual age. You know? And I was like, huh, yeah, I guess, you know, like, I guess I gotta age a little more gracefully, I suppose. I gotta age at a different rate. And he's like, yeah, you know, ideally, you know, I prefer them at blank age range. And the age range he told me was not legal. And at that point, I could not tell if he was fucking with me or not. I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell from his delivery. Are you being real with me right now? Yeah, because the way he's like, yeah, you look to be about blank. I typically prefer a blank age range, but this is close enough. I'm like, what? Yeah, even if it was a joke, I'm like, a joke on it like that on the first date is crazy. And so, for a while, I just thought he was just telling a bad joke. Now as an adult, was that a confession? What the fuck? Yeah, insane. Insane. Absolutely insane. And so I was like, well, okay. And so we never spoke after that. You know, I told him like, oh, well, you know, I'm not looking to date or anything. He's like, okay, well, it was nice. And he was so normal about it too, because I told him down. I was like, yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a thing. And he's like, oh, that's fine. Have a nice day, you know, see you in class. I'm like, okay. Insane. Insane work. All because it's like he just in a roundabout way just said he liked the fact I didn't look like I looked kind of like a minor, because I don't know, was he trying to, I don't know. That's the thing, I don't know if he's trying to weird me out or anything. It worked. Yeah, the thing is, like, he was like, yeah, I just think it's great that you look blank years old. I'm like, what does that even mean? It's like he was insinuating he preferred the fact that I looked like a minor. I'm like, okay, that is crazy. Huh. Well, yes, God, it's me again. Crazy. Now, Larry, thank you for the super. Larry lore. I once caught a salmon on using gardening gloves and a sneak attack in the middle of a river. Also, I can drive a boat. Wow, you did the Mulan thing. You did the training montage thing. You did the Mulan thing. That's crazy. Bro's Mulaning. Insane. I wish I could drive a boat. Did you know that once we had to get... one of our lakes got shut down because of a flesh-eating bacteria advisory. I found that out 3 days after I had already dunked myself into the lake. I was fine. But it did scare me. I thought I was gonna die. Y'all can boat? Huh? Crazy. That's cool, Larry. Crazy. Yeah, boats are drive by and fish is crazy. SpongeBob Wishes is crazy. Also, not really a lore thing, but just as a testament that not every stereotype is true. So, the photographers I worked with, so when I did modeling gigs, I think there's like the stereotype of like the creepy photographer or the unpleasant photographer. In my years of modeling in college, not a single bad experience. My photographers were all their men and women, and they were all so nice. They were so pleasant. Like legit. So a smart photographer will provide snacks and food for their model in case they get hungry or start shivering. Because my photographers knew that when my blood sugar gets low, I would start shaking. And if I start shaking, I can't take good photos, right? And so they bring like, a snack, a piece of candy, or like a boba drink or something. And so my photographers, delightful, wonderful, always really nice. I actually had a photographer almost fall down a flight of stairs trying to get a cool shot of a cosplay. Because like, because not only that, but like they also did cosplay photos. And so I remember I was cosplaying Edward Elric from Full Metal. I made the automail arm and everything. My photographer damn near fell down the stairs trying to get this cool kind of like lean like view, like this cool shot. And so like I was like, bro, are you okay? And he was like, I'm good. And he had visibly scraped up his arm really bad. It was rough. Oh, thank you for the donation chat. Someone, give me a second. Let me refresh the page. Let me see. Exactly, Steve. Thank you for the donation chat, Sama. My high school lore. We went through 3 principals within 1 year. Oh my god. The first one lasted 1 week at the beginning of the school year. We had no principal for a month and the second came. Second last until winter break. We had a third for the rest of the school year. Girl, what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened? Huh. Holy shit. Kujo, thank you for the super. Long distance dated this girl and found out she was an ex-con- What?! What? Long distance dated this girl, found out she was an ex-convict with French toast trauma. One day I told her I wanted to make her French toast for breakfast. She found out she hated French toast because a juvie French toast isn't good. Okay. Wow. 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 So now I know that Kujo eats cushions and dates people with French toast trauma. Crazy. Crazy. Insane. Insane. Pinning comment. Thank you for the super, Kujo. How? Huh. Crazy. I love kayaking, Sinister. I'm actually really good at kayaking. Well, I actually got really sick late last year. In hindsight, the symptoms were obvious, but I ignored it until it could no longer be ignored. After months of treatments, I had a major surgery. I got the news I was no longer down with the sickness on a certain someone's birthday. Your birthday, yeah. Happy birthday! My birthday gift to you is no more sickness. That, I hope you're doing better though, Scenario. I was wondering where you went. Because you disappeared from chat for a while. That's what I worry about, you guys. Like, not to be, like, in y'all's business or nothing, but sometimes when I don't see an Aiadmire for a while, I just worry about them. I'm like, I hope they're okay. Like, hope their health's alright, I just worry about y'all's well-being sometimes. Greg, thank you for the super. Did you know, I once went to a college Halloween party and got so smashed I couldn't make it out to the bars and fell asleep Seinfeld on their couch. You see, I have never drunk that much before. I've never tried that. I'm not really keen on drinking. That's crazy. I've never passed out from alcohol before. Like, never. Hell, I've never been hungover before. I've never been hungover before, actually. Thank you for the super, Greg. Thank you for the second one, too. Once tried stupid hot sauce that had ghost pepper in it. I went down to the ground. I kept trying it for 5 years straight until they gave me a sticker. They gave out a sticker. That is crazy. It's like I licked a sauce with ghost pepper in it and I cried. It felt like there's a hole being... I felt like I was getting my tongue pierced. Like, it felt like a burning hole through my tongue. It was crazy. Crazy. The shit no, thank you for the super. Shit's healthily. Fuck you. Yeah. I used to catch butterflies and de-wing them as a child. I'm glad I turned out fine. No. It makes sense. It tracks. No. It tracks. It tracks. Anyways. It tracks. One day I was at home after lunch and started to feel some pain on my body. Up until I felt it was too weird and asked my sister to take me to the doctor. When I was there, I barely could move my body from so much pain. They put me on intravenous meds for pain and took some blood for tests. When the doctor called me to talk about the results, she said I was apparently had dengue fever for the second time. I never knew I had it the first time. The doctor said I had to be in hospital because my platelets were extremely low. I could bleed to death if I cut myself or even internal bleeding. I'd be hospitalized for a week. That's crazy! That's crazy. Imagine being told... And you see, I never had received like a crazy diagnosis while in the hospital. Like, that's crazy. That's scary. Yeah. So I like vilifying acts for literally no reason. I just think it's funny, and so I do it. Esto ble, esto ble. How do you dengua? How the fuck do you is it dengui? How do you pronounce it? Duang? How the fuck do you say it? Dengue? I thought that the UE was like silent or something. Dengue? 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 Dengues? Dengue? Dengue? I'm being fucked with now. I believe I'm being fucked with. Wait, is that where the LGBT comes from? Does it turn people gay? Oh no. Oh no. It turns people gay. The gay fever. Oh god, it's already happened. Oh god. Well, it was nice knowing you, bestie. You're turning into the gay. Too late. It's too late, guys. The gays are taking over. I'm so sorry, guys. The gays all over again. The den of gays. I knew it. I knew they had an agenda. I knew they're spreading viruses that turn people gay. Native language. You're cute, Axe. You're cute. I'm gonna eat you. I might have to burn down your house. Wild. Okay, not really deep lore, and I think I've told y'all this before, but one time ages ago, so back in the day, members of Ian used to play like Overwatch offline together pretty often. And I remember one day, I think a bunch of people were playing, and eventually it was down to me and Vox. And then someone in the enemy team goes, "Hey, are you guys from Nijisanji?" Like in the typing chat. Vox just goes no and continues playing like nothing happened. Man is an enigma. I don't understand that man. He just types in no in the chat and ignores everything else. I'm like, okay, slay, alright. And speaking of Overwatch, some of y'all may have been in chat when this happened. But so I'm a Bastion main on Overwatch because I love the and so what happened was a while back I was playing Overwatch and I was playing amazingly well that day. And we basically steamrolled the enemy team. Someone on the enemy team came to my stream the next day and goes, "Hey, I was the Baptiste on the opposite team you steamrolled. Nice job. I was like, oh, okay. When you steamroll the other team so bad, they come to your stream to congratulate, to just give it to you. You know, it's slay. That's real sportsmanship. That's proper sportsmanship. Supporting my stream by coming by to visit, that's sportsmanship right there. That's called being a good player. All right. He seemed to be really chill about it too. Yeah. And now I terrorize people as Loki, guys. I have no interest in Loki, to be honest, or Thor stuff. I like Thor Ragnarok. But so for Marvel Rivals, the summer season, they released summer like beach skins for everyone. And so, they gave Loki a really cunty skin, and I had saved up my currency, so I got it. And now I'm just a blue Speedo Loki. Because it's the cunty wavy hair, the big sunglasses, the big wide brim hat, the Speedos, and the gams out. And so, I literally mained Loki for the fact that he had a cunty skin. I tried to main Emma Frost because she also has multiple cunty skins, but I cannot play tank. I don't like playing tank. Even as a Strange main, I don't like playing Strange as often as I do, say, Cloak and Dagger, Loki, or Scarlet Witch, because I hate being in the front lines because I'm so nervous. I don't like leading the charge. I'm not much of a leader. Yeah, Psylocke looks amazing. Yeah, Psylocke looks so good. So does Snow. Yeah, and so yeah, and so I literally started maining Loki this past week because I like the skin. So, well, I'm a Loki main now. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I don't like tanking very much. I literally only main Strange because I find him very sexy. I love an older man, you know? Yeah. Cappy, thank you for the silpa. I mean, happy for the 35 months. Thank you for the 35 months. Thank you. Cool fact, I saw a ghost as a kid, and today I had a paranormal experience where a loud crash happened and a record player started playing. You see, I am so curious about the paranormal. I'm so crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm so curious about it because I just don't know. I hope it's not real. I hope the fuck it's not. Listen, I have bigger concerns than ghosts, like taxes, the IRS. Demons are one thing. The IRS is much worse. Okay, I'll take 10 demons over a single IRS agent. Okay. But thank you, Kujo. Thank you for the silpa. My dad and some of his friends went hiking. When they entered a lodge, the owner asked if they were the male dancers they hired for the night. All I can say is they never said they weren't the dancer. Kujo, what are you? Are you a real person? I don't think you're a real person. I don't think you're a real person. I don't think you're a real person. I think Kujo is like AI generated. There's no way Kujo's real. There's no way Kujo's real. This is impossible. Physically impossible. Physically impossible. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god, crazy. She is, and when we did the first Aiadmire meetup, I accidentally locked Kujo in my car as she tried to exit. That's called kidnapping, and that's illegal. Please don't do that. EMS can definitely also stand for emergency medical snail. I found a little one on the tire of our ambulance and safely relocated him. Aww, cute! 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 Aww! Oh, actually, no. So, my brother went hiking in another state a while back. And he was hiking with a bunch of his bros. And they heard, like, a woman screaming. Blood-curdling screams. Like, you think she was getting stabbed or something. Like blood-curdling screams. And my brother's friends are all freaking the fuck out. Like, what the hell? There's someone getting murdered out here. It's a mountain lion. Guys, we occasionally have them where I'm from. My brother already knew what it was. So, mountain lions, during the mating season, will literally scream for a mate. I wish it was that easy. You mean I can find some bitches if I just start screaming? I just get called a public nuisance when I do that. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. But no, mountain lion screams are alarmingly human sounding. It's actually scary. I think that's where people get like some like folklore from. I think, is it La Llorona? Or is it, or banshees or something? But some folklore is based on the sound. Yeah, it sounds like someone getting killed. It's crazy. Yeah, it sounds like someone getting properly yoinked. Yeah. Oh, Jay, thank you for the silpa. Thank you. Once a few years ago, I did security work for a Guns N' Roses concert, and I saw someone flying a drone near the crowd who got caught up by Axel. Really? That's... Wait, no. You've done security for Guns N' Roses? Wait, do you work in security detail or something? That's crazy. That's cool. Must be fun to work security. Well, not fun, but interesting to work security detail for like big bands and stuff like that. I imagine working security for K-pop concerts. Those fangirls are basically deadly. That's crazy, Jay. That's cool. That's really cool, huh? A lot of the trolls and shady parts of the forest are just slopes of glacial erratic rocks. Huh. I'll have you know, in Kylosaurus, I misread erratic as something else for a second. Okay, I'm gonna be so honest with you. Bestie. The 1996 torch relay went through my town. My dad and I know the person running the flame through town, so we got a family photo taking the torch before. Oh, that's cool, Project Mars! And I'm like, oh, I find these rocks extremely attractive. The freaky ass rock. The freaky ass rock. Guys, I am not a freak. I'm sorry. I am not a freak. If you wonder what kind of erotic fanfiction I read, it's amazingly vanilla. Amazingly vanilla. It's two people who are passionately in love doing the deed with no weird shit. That's literally it. It's yearning. It's reverence, okay? It's like when the act is described. Pardon me, I had to clear my throat. When the act is being described, it's the respect and reverence between the two partners is beautiful to me. I love that. The way, like, just the I don't know, I just love that. I like that, you know? Yeah. Oh yeah, Mad K. I like Vor too. Oh yeah, right. I forgot. I like Vor. I forgot about that. Never mind. I forgot. Vor's a thing. Forgot. Sorry, I forgot. I liked Vor. Sorry. I forgot. I was into Vor. Sorry about that. I forgot that one. But in terms of my favorites, I just like yearning and low-key worship. I kind of like that kind of thing. Yeah, you're the very first VTuber I found with a braid hairstyle, and first of Niji as a whole. Long mesmerizing braids look wonderful for this little snail. I'm so well. My next outfit has braids. Yeah. Yeah. Did you know that my 5th outfit actually has braids in it? Yeah, a little hinty hint. Yeah. Yeah. And so look forward to it. Well, they're not braids the way you think they are. They're not braids in the way you think they are. They're different a little bit. Yeah. Also, this same outfit has a very subtle holy hand grenade reference. Okay, so not handlebars. Anything can be a handlebar if you try hard enough. Yeah. Yeah. Like, think of the timing, you guys. Okay? Think of the timing. You don't understand how excited I am about this outfit, okay? Like, when you see the silhouette, it's gonna be a dead giveaway. A dead fucking giveaway. And so, think of the timing. I'm releasing it in September. What else is going on in September? Do you remember the 21st night of September? Yeah. So, anyways, I will be answering no further questions on the matter. Yeah. No more questions. No, not Earth, Wind, and Fire. No. Shut the fuck up, X! No, not 9/11! No! No! God, no! God, no! What the fuck? No! God! What the fuck is wrong with you? No! God! Why are you like this? God, I fucking hate you guys. Stop! I can't just reference a national tragedy on an outfit. Shut the fuck up! Shut up! God! Jesus fucking Christ. I can't stand you guys. But guys, I've been alluding to something happening in September. Not something that's happened before, something that's gonna happen, okay? Something that's gonna happen, alright? Because I think I'll be dropping solo. It's probably late next month. So, just saying, okay? Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, Rogers, that's insane. That's insane. No cover? No. 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 If you can't figure it out, then too bad. Too bad. Jesus Christ, Cujo. You know, I don't want to learn any more Cujo lore. I'm too scared. I'm thinking Ren Fair. Well, not too far from that. Not too far. Not exactly, but not too far. Anyways, you'll see it when you see it. You'll see it when you see it. It's just the silhouette's gonna be a dead giveaway. Like an absolute dead giveaway. And so, yeah. It's not full plate, by the way. No. But you'll see it when you see it. And I think the silhouette's gonna be a very obvious giveaway, so yeah. But anyways, no more hinties. No more hinty hints. No. Aya has any weapons to their new outfit? Technically, no. Technically, you can't do damage with them, but you can calculate with them. Decibel, thank you for the silpa! Back in high school, we were learning how to play volleyball in PE. During those weeks, I was a legit ball magnet. I ended up having several nosebleeds and a concussion. Jesus Christ! This sounds out to get me. Yeah, I think that's called bullying! I think it's called bullying, Decibel! That's bullying. It's not the opposite, lady. No. Think of it. You'll put the hints together soon enough. I've been dropping hints. No. Decibel, it's called bullying. Decibel, I don't want to freak you out, but I think you've been bullied. Okay? I'm not here to tell your own story, but I believe you are bullied. That doesn't seem quite right. No, we actually... Oh, yeah. No, we once had a girl on my softball team. Not my softball team, but our school softball team. She had a softball thrown directly at her mouth and knocked out her teeth. And gave her a concussion. Yeah. So, that was crazy. Also, one of my classmates in middle school who bullied me contracted marrow cancer. No, leukemia. Which is insane. I was conflicted. I was conflicted. So he bullied me pretty badly among some other girls, and bro got leukemia. That's a good blood cancer, isn't it? It's blood cancer, I think. Yeah. Yeah, bro got blood cancer. And so like I remember the whole school made a whole thing out of it. He survived. He's fine. He lived. He's in remission. But like that was conflicting. I was like, whoa, this person who made me miserable is now suffering from cancer, and I didn't wish ill on him or anything. I was just gobsmacked. I was like, whoa, the universe is crazy. It's not even. It's unfortunate and horrible. It's just wow. It can happen to anyone. It's random as hell. Yeah. I don't know, because he was a year older than me. So after, I think he was in remission. I think the year after he graduated middle school, and so I didn't really see him. I don't know how he's changed. Yeah. Another interesting lore about me. I used to play cricket in high school and was a bowler. When we first played with hard leather ball, I accidentally bowled straight into the coach's head. He dodged though. Oh my god. I know cricket. I have never watched a cricket game. I know cricket's popular like in other countries, but I never played it. I only know about cricket because... So... You know, have y'all heard this little known anime series called Black Butler? So in the manga, there was a school arc where Ciel goes to school. And they basically play cricket, and all I know about cricket's by reading sections of the manga. I only know about cricket because of Black Butler. Yeah, so eto eto ble eto eto ble. Black Butler is fun though. I like the series still. It's a really cool figure I want to get, but it's $200 and I can't justify it. Also, Burbies. I have to end stream soon, Burbies. I'm sorry, but Goby must go soon. Goby must help a senpai, and also get ready for work tomorrow. Happy 28 months, mini scooter. Mwah! Let me know. Burbies, are you being clingy again? No clingy. No. No. Kujo, what is wrong with you? No, skip. I can't skip work. No, Goby must go. No crying. I used to play soccer just mainly, but as a goalie. I kept having to learn not to drive straight into the fixed pole goes. Jesus Christ. 6 more hours. No! The Burbies. No clingy. No clingy. Okay? No, it's not mini scooter. Shut up. No, you're my creature, Kujo. You're mommy's good little creature, aren't you? Yeah, no. Bad Burbies. No cling. No be clingy. Okay? Goby has responsibilities. Quickly, positives. Or forever rest, say hold your peace or whatever. My positives was that I played Marvel Rivals on company time. I played Marvel Rivals on company time. And I'd fucking do it again. And I would fucking do it again. Yeah, I have tomorrow off. Nice. Well, cute girl. Not cute. Shut up. No. So many interesting things about each other today. I wish I knew less. We upgraded my partner's PC today. Oh, your partner! Thanks for sharing, Plain Jane. That's cool. Thanks for sharing. It's so nice that your partner had an upgrade to their PC. That's great. Thanks for sharing. That's great. Oh, well, let me tell my partner. Hey, Gabriel, you hear that? Yeah, no, Gabriel's really happy. I love the way he sits limply on my bed. Unmoving, unbreathing, unfeeling. Anyways, thanks. Anyways, positive love a good way. Aya is very sweet, Gooby. No, I'm evil. No, I'm evil. No positive Gooby leaving us. No! You received smoochie. Mwah! I revealed how much of a freak I am, I guess. Positive. I put. Shut the fuck up, E-Doge. Let me see. New match streaming. Nice. Le funny goop stream. Le funny. What is this? 2009. Positive. I'm gay. Let me pin that. I had a good sandwich. And I finally watched K-pop Demon Hunters. I hope you liked it. I like it a lot. I watched K-pop Demon Hunters the other day. Wow, everyone's watching it now. And I've been constantly jamming to Golden and have been hitting the high notes with Mixless session. Ooh, great one. Work was easy, which is nice because we had to get ready for inventory soon. Also, these stories were nuts. Yeah, I can't believe Ku just eats pillows now. That's kind of crazy. Kind of insane. Watched this Superman movie yesterday and bought some D20 dice earrings. Oh, cute! I saw your post on Twitter on the Dear Diary tag. You watch Gooby stream? I'm just a Gooby. The gummy just kicked in. Nice, Ash. Steve, thank you for the super. Last Lord, my partner. Do you guys just fucking hate me or something? Do you guys just... I literally sat back, sighed, and cracked my knuckles. I literally leaned back, sighed, and cracked my fucking knuckles. I've had enough of these people. Caraway, I see you there, coward! Caraway's always hiding! My partner and I met on Tumblr because we both shipped Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash, which is later the reason I started working there. That's nice, honey. That's nice. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, there are I admire couples. I hate that for us. What about me? What about Goob? Let me see. I donated more clothes. Oh, nice. I need to do more of that. Like, I have my partner. Fuck you, Sinister! Thanks for bragging! I gotta be with Gooby. Shut up! I had a tasty breakfast today and saw my very first orb weaver. Those are big-ass spiders. Actually made it to stream. Yay! That's good, Axe! I'm gonna kill you next time if you're late, okay? The next time you're late, I'm gonna have to eat you. Yeah. I had fun in Goof stream. Got a bullier cat with lots of attention. Nice! Let me see. You always give me such nice, wholesome ideas, and now you give me a little idea for potential future outfit thingy. A pleasant stream comment for you, goody gooby goop. Thank you, Agapple! Thank you! My partner, 7-year anniversary. That's nice, Cujo! Anyways, there's an AiaAmareLIVE LP, which is insane. Yeah, exactly! Whoa, what the fuck, Axe? Hold on, I read this as a comment. Fuck you. Mods ban Axe. Mods ban this person. Hopefully someday, Goop. That's my advice. I'm working on it! Fine! Since you're just gonna bully Gooby, Gooby will leave now! Since you're only here to bully! No bully Goob! But since you hate Gooby, Gooby will just leave then! Fine! No smoochies either! Smoochies revoked! Caraway, thank you for the Streamlabs donation. I'm in a few magazines as a baby because my mom's sister used to do photography And then you need baby photos ASAP for ads or something. Oh my god. You're a baby model. It's crazy Caraway. Thank you for the donation. That's crazy. Like for JCPenney or something? Thank you for the donation. Anyway. Yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad at these Burbies. Sinister, don't you fucking dare. Sinister, don't you fucking dare. Bribing will not acquire you smoochies. You hate... Yeah, Ian. Yeah. Just because you're threatening to Akka does not mean I'll deliver smoochies. You'll be smoochieless. Yeah. You know what I said, Sinister. What are you, plugging your ears? No smoochies then. You'll be smoochless because you're being bad Burbies. You're being bad Burbies, and bad Burbies don't get smoochies. You don't deserve smoochies. If you're being bad Burbies, you must live without. Yeah. Why am I here? Fuck you, Sinister! Die! Shit yourself! We're gonna serve! Yeah, good. Yeah. No smoochies then. No smoochies. Yeah. Yeah, there's so much. Yeah, and your point. Smoochies are a privilege, not a given, okay? Smoochies are privileges. Yeah. Having a healthy, loving relationship is a bad burb. Yeah! Help me go in too, damn it. No smoochies. No smoochies. Okay? No smoochies from Goby. Just kidding, I love you. Okay? Alright. Okay, if you receive your smoochies. You've received your smoochies, now no complaining. Now shut the fuck up, Axe. No smoochies and then abandon us on the side of the road in a box. She hates us. Yeah. Tomorrow, I'll be streaming... It did everything! Where I allowed Sophia to use me like a hole. And so, yeah. And so I'll see you tomorrow then, Burbies. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow, Burbies. Slowly puts away wall. Put it away, Sinister! Put that shit away! Is Sophia the safe? Yeah! Oh, yeah, she is. Anyways. Good night! Be good, Burbies! I'll see you tomorrow! I'll see you tomorrow! I'll see you tomorrow! Mwah! Bye-bye! Bing! Hi, hello. It's the voice from the beyond. I'm your conscience. Firstly, thank you, Steve, for the rose. Hi, Mini Schooner. Thank you for the soup, even though you delete, you coward! And then hi. Hi, Sinister. Also, Mini Scooter, I can read your... Streamlabs actually documents these. So, Actually, I can see these relatively clearly. It says, alright, Aya, see you. Also, lore? I've been dropping lore for 28 months. You keep blinking at the wrong time. It's because you keep deleting them! Hello. Hi, Sinister. Hello. First, you rub in my face about you having a partner. First you brag about it. And secondly, you aka in post chat. Ridiculous! Ridiculous! I can't believe these burbies. I can't believe this stinking Aiadmirers. Ridiculous. None of you have scruples. What the hell, brother? Thank you for the aka super sinister. What the hell? What the hell? I munch you. Back! Bite! Munch! Mods, destroy Sinister with your brain. Mods, kidnap Sinister and give him an unflattering toenail color. That's right. Munch! Thank you for the aka super, you dingus! You stinky butt! Smelly! I bet you like having wet socks. Yeah, you freak. Yeah. I bet you like having wet socks. I bet whenever you step in a puddle with your socks on, you're like, oh yeah, that's a good shit. Weirdo! Freak! Thank you for the aka silver. Fuck you, Carrie, shut the fuck up! Thank you for the donation. Yeah, who supers in post chat? Yeah, I don't know, I turned into a fuckboy, Carrie, but you are now. Yeah, anyways. Shut! Thank you for the donation, Caraway. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you and steal your left sock. No one, thank you for the super. Last bit of lore, he died. Literally exploded mid-sentence. Insane. Thank you for the aka super, Sinister. I'm gonna get you! You better start running, bestie. You better start running. I'm rapidly approaching your location. Teresa, thank you for the super. Wi-Fi went out in a storm right now. Oh, stay safe. My cell data's still strong. Kurakami lore. I'm 5'10" at IRL, so I could totally eat Gooby. Hey! No, you can't! My ass is too heavy. My ass is made of tungsten and the demon core, so you can't lift me, okay? You'll die of radiation poisoning. Alright? Anyhoy! Thank you for the aka super, Sinister, you dingus! Smelly! Also, I never told you this, but I love your profile picture. I just love this scrungly ass dog with the Aiadmirer cap. It's cute. Anyways. Go away! I'm actually double your high IRL. Mods kill axe. Just do it. Just get the sniper. Thank you. Thanks, mods. Good night! Thank you, my partner made it. Ah! Fuck you! I'm leaving. Good night. I'm going away. Good night. Bye.